Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and I would not be the filmmaker I am today, barely respected with no hits to my name, were it not for the wonderful world of Disney. We all love Disney, man. Whether it's the movies, the parks, the Marvel movies, what have you, man. Disney is in our DNA. And you know whose DNA it's really in? The Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. You want to go Disney hard? Never Disney soft. That's the show for you. Magic Our Way podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It's all the Disney. You looking for a little D or the big D? Magic Our Way's got it for you.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff, and this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. Today, we are discussing some Disney news, which includes the iPad guy, virtual queues over at Rise of the Resistance, and finally, the Space 220 menu.
You've been waiting for
I've been waiting for it.
It's here.
It is. It exists. They really have something. And look, guys, this isn't your typical polished, practiced pixie dust and Disney podcast. No, sir. We are not in the parks every day trying to tell you the best place to get a Dole Whip.
No, we're here to drink, talk Disney, and get whipped.
That's right. So sit back and tell those haters to get back because we're about to put this Disney fan podcast game back on our backs. Here you go.
It is.
Boom.
And look, my name is Kevin.
I'm Danny.
I'm main Marvel Man Eli.
Lee here, and keep in mind, if you want to dine in space, I'm on the case.
I'm all over your face.
Yeah. I'm dressed in lace.
This is the place. Well, guys, look, enough of our jibber jabber. Whoa. What you got?
And just so you know, guys, this episode of the Magic Our Way podcast is brought to you by Dope Whip Beer.
Dope Whip?
Dope Whip. What is that,
beer.
sir?
Dope Whip Beer is a beer that is put out by Port Orleans, which is a local brewing company. And my God, we talked about this on if you're a Patreon subscriber, yes, you can go ahead and hear the story about how we found this and how we obtained this. But there is a local brewing company that makes a beer called Dope Whip. And it is a pineapple soft serve beer. And the lettering of it is very Disney reminiscent.
Suggestive.
The
font.
There you go. Yes. That's a better way to put it.
Looks like it. Maybe not it.
We don't know.
This tastes like a beer made like a Dole Whip.
Yeah, if you had a Dole Whip crossed with a beer and they had a baby, this would be the baby.
Without the bitter aftertaste.
Correct.
It's really good. It really does exist. A Dole Whip beer. And if any of y'all are wondering why we idiots still live in Louisiana and New Orleans and Metairie and all these areas that always flood and get hurricanes and all these power problems that we have,
up your trash.
It's because we hear no alcohol, and this is a thing of glory.
Yes,
it is
there's
delicious.
True glory. This would not make it in a dry county. Neither would we.
And if you want to hear the story behind the glory, go on Patreon.
Yes.
Be a patron on our Patreon, guys.
Yes.
Support us a little bit.
Story of friendship and hope.
So, for real this time, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go discuss some Disney news magic.
Oh, shit. Get out for that suitcase.
Yes. Look, quick reminder, as we mentioned over in the top of the show, patreon.com/Magic Our Way is where you can go to support us. We have 5 awesome tiers in which you can choose to address every economic level, and you get a lot of different benefits, man. It's going to be awesome. You get these videos that we've been posting specifically for those guys. So as Danny mentioned, if you want to know the story about how we came to have Dope Whip, Port Orleans, we're drinking the beer. They haven't sponsored us yet. Hint, hint. Port Orleans, hint, hint. But we would definitely rep this because this is really good. This is surprisingly good. But if you want to hear that whole story, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way and join our patrons over there.
Tease, one of the things you did say on there, and this I didn't even really realize this, is not only you have a local brewing company making a beer designed to remind you of something from the Disney parks. Their name is Port Orleans. Anybody who knows Disney knows that Port Orleans is a Disney resort.
Yep, in Walt Disney World, yes.
Clearly, the people behind this are Disney fans.
Exactly.
We need to find them.
Patreon.com/Magic We need to get with them.
I will find them.
And I have another announcement.
You got more announcements?
I got one more announcement.
It's like
coming
Christmas.
I'm not coming out.
Oh.
You coming down.
I've been done out. I'm out.
You
I'm
all
here.
out. Just letting it out.
I am straight.
Oh. That's not what Val said.
Oh.
What? What about are we
I
built?
take that back. I'm going back in.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, are we built
I'll
together?
clarify and then I'll come back out.
Quit
That's very
turtling.
confusing.
Yes. But Lee, it looks like you're a top 25 agent for Magical Moments Vacations. What's going on here? I saw this post in our social media, fans. So listeners, you can join us on our social media, Facebook, stuff like that.
Woo!
Lee, what is this, man? You posted this.
Well, every month we recognize the top 25 agents in sales for that month, and I was 25.
You barely made the cut.
I barely made it, but I made it. That's all.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Applause,
So,
applause.
Congrats, my
Applause.
the
brother.
month of August.
That's beautiful.
So, thank you, everyone, for booking your vacations and dealing with that heat in Disney in the middle of August. I appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yes.
There you go.
Very much so. And thank you for working as hard as you did, but barely hard enough to get
Just
into
hard
the
enough to
top
make
25.
it.
Just enough
Just
to
enough.
make it, but no more.
But you made it look easy.
Never more.
Because it
Yes.
was the cunning of your style of the cunning that made you get to 25.
Cunning.
Of all the cunning and the braveness.
Because you don't want to be the first travel agent. I mean, that guy looks like a brown nose or a girl. They look like a brown nose. They try too hard. They worked. No. You 25. That's perfect. Good for you.
25
Awesome.
is
Your
right
quarter, yeah. You made the cut.
So, guys, if you book with Lee Lastavica, you have the chance of getting the 25th best
Best.
travel agent at his profession in his particular company. All right?
Yeah.
They're 24 better.
But it's 25.
But there's a whole lot worse.
But
That's right.
That's
you got to
right.
remember, the 24 that are better than me have more sales, so they have less time to spend on their clients.
Oh, that is
So
true.
that's what I like.
You're the Jerry Maguire of magical moments.
I get it. I get it.
Show me the fast pass.
Number 25 on the list, but number 1 in your customer's heart.
That's right.
There you go.
That's
There you
right.
go.
And number
See?
4.5 in the Magic Ari podcast.
And number 16 in fantasy football.
Number 25 in the rankings, but number 2 online at Buc-ee's.
Number 1 in Chick-fil-A's.
Yes,
line. Yeah.
number 1
That's
at
right.
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Every chicken sandwich. Well, congrats, Lee. Which I just wanted to raise that
All
up.
jokes
job,
aside,
Lee.
that's
Good
awesome,
job.
man.
Very
You
good.
deserve it. There's a lot you do for the people. I'm glad that's
Appreciate you.
recognized.
For the people.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Q, and this is the segment in which we get to discuss all the news and happenings in the world of Disney today. For our first story, we are discussing Rise of the Resistance pausing their virtual queue system starting on the 23rd of September 2021. And I'll let the Disney folks speak about this as I read their official announcement that they posted a few days ago. And they say, from bright suns to rising moons, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge continues to call travelers to the magic of Batuu, especially with the excitement of Walt Disney World Resort's 18-month anniversary celebration getting closer and closer. As we ramp up to the world's most magical celebration honoring our 50th anniversary, we are continuing to enhance experiences thanks to the feedback of our guests. There's that line again. We asked for this. It's beautiful.
You wanted it,
Yes.
didn't you?
We
Now you
deserve
got it.
We got it. The guest brought this on.
Yeah. In other words, don't blame us. This is your idea.
Your fault.
You guys did this to us.
You made us do this.
And they go on to say, we know our guests love choice and flexibility when planning their time in a theme park.
And that is true.
Which is why, starting September 23rd, we will pause the use of virtual queue for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and guests at Disney's Hollywood Studios may experience this incredible attraction using a traditional standby queue for the first time since it opened in 2019. How about that? And they continue to say virtual queues continue to be helpful with attraction access, merchandise launches, grand openings, and more. And guests should continue to check the My Disney Experience app for the latest on how we're using virtual queues across Walt Disney World Resort, including its potential use at Star Wars Rise of the Resistance at a later date or from time to time. And then they go on to say how they're using it, Ratatouille adventure coming soon at Epcot and blah, blah, blah. They're doing all this specifically designed to create your best Disney day. That's it. It's a bunch of fluff after that.
Is it nut fluff?
It could be nut fluff.
Okay.
It should be
Sounds
nut
like
fluff.
nut gel.
Speaking of nut fluff, I have just finished my Dope Whip beer.
Yes.
So can I try some of your nut fluff?
Hold up.
So Eli, you want to grab
Eli's
some
gonna
of
go
that?
grab this beer.
I'll tell
grab this.
listeners.
Guys, this is a Nutella. Like, okay, so yes, these maniacs that put Dole Whip in a can.
Actually, it's a different company. But
Oh, it's a different company.
It's still a Louisiana, New Orleans company.
Okay.
So Port Orleans was the one that did the Dope Whip. This is Second Line Brewing that's coming over to its way to Danny.
Wait. All right, guys.
Second
so
Line Brewing.
this, this is what we're going to be drinking now. This is, man, Kevin, you are a mad scientist when it comes to finding, like, beer stuff. Like, we're not like a beer drinking podcast.
No, not usually. I stopped drinking beer on the podcast a while back because it was too fattening. I didn't want to be fattening. And so we picked this stuff called Nut Fluff, which is a new brew from Second Line Brewery.
Wow. Sucker spewed.
And it's another New Orleans company. And so we're switching from the Dope Whip brewed by Port Orleans to the Second Line Nut Fluff.
Oh my
It is
God. What are you, dude?
a hazelnut, coffee, marshmallow fluff, and cocoa porter.
No, but that the foam tasted really good, but then when you taste it, it's like, yeah, there's the beer. Okay, well,
Okay, there it is.
there it is.
That's Nut Fluff.
All right,
So now we're just switching over to Nut Fluff.
a little,
Yes.
little too much fluff, not enough nut.
Not enough nut.
Smells like really strong coffee.
Okay,
It's a thick beer.
it is viscous. All right, so what we were saying? Oh, yes.
Yes, we got some news.
So yes, the virtual queues over at Rise of Resistance are over, man.
Yep.
That is something. Like, that's the first time I've seen a story where, it's kind of funny. Like, so many people, like when FastPass Plus existed, most people just write it was a broken system, completely unfair, complete pain in the ass to plan. It inflated the standby lines for the attractions, and yet the minute Disney did away with it, everyone lost their minds. Same thing with the virtual queues. I knew no one that liked these virtual queues, and yet the minute Disney did away with the virtual queues, once again, everyone was like, there goes Disney again. They're being evil. They're being mean. They're doing
What? Oh my God! What?
a soulless cash grab. It's greed. It's this, that, and the other.
Cold.
Yeah. So it was kind of funny to see that. I don't know. I to me, like, I remember because we were texting when we saw this, it was like, I wasn't really quite sure what to make of it. And I think where I ended up landing on is that this is the Disney equivalent of the better the devil you know than the devil you don't know.
So you're sticking with this landing.
Sticking with the landing. Wait, what?
No, like the gymnast, they stick to the landing. So you landed on this conclusion.
I landed on this conclusion. Yeah.
So you're sticking with the landing.
I'll stick that. This is what I'm sticking with. I think that in most regular Disney park goer minds, this is better devil you know than the devil you don't know. In other words, like,
With Disney Genie coming to Rise? Is that what you're talking about? That's the devil they don't know?
yeah, kind of like that. Like, look, I think most people have the mindset Disney's going to screw us somehow. And at least with FastPass Plus and the virtual queues, we at least knew how we were getting screwed. So we knew a little bit to where we could learn something to where if we got up at 5 a.m. and we showed up at the crack of dawn, we could figure out little ways, same thing with FastPass Plus, we could figure out little ways to try and game the system where we could at least convince ourselves that we had a slightly decent chance of getting what we want. Now there are no tricks. Now there's no bells and whistles that you can go ahead and work. It's either you'll wait in a standby line for the exact time that's allotted, or you pay to skip to the front of the line. And I think that's what has people, a little bit upset here. It's not so much that what Disney's doing is wrong, because we don't know. We don't know what this is going to do to the standby lines yet. But better than the devil I know, which is FastPass Plus and virtual queues, which we hate, than having to trust that Disney's going to do the right thing and figure out a way to make this thing better.
I think it's interesting that they're doing away with this before Genie Plus kicks in. Like, I can understand if they said, okay, well, Genie Plus is here now. We're going to do away with the virtual queue. You can just either wait in line or you can pay. Boom, let's go. And that, obviously, we think that's where this is going. But it's not there yet. It's right now. If I guess whenever it starts, whatever date it starts, until they announce that Genie Plus is going to be part of this, we're just going to wait in line. There's no fast pass. There's no virtual queue. Just wait in line. And if that's an hour, great. If it's 5 hours, then it is what it is, and you're just going to wait. And so maybe, I hear a lot of talk about that this is them saying, okay, guys, now this will get you to appreciate what Genie Plus is, because the alternative is waiting for 5 hours for this ride. And who knows what the lines are going to be, but that's the speculation, right? That the lines are going to be so long that we're going to go, man, this sucks. I'm ready for that Genie Plus.
That was something I was thinking of too, but I mean, because I was thinking that the first is coming up real fast.
Oh, yeah.
The 50th anniversary is coming real fast, and that sucker is completely booked on property. Off property, you can still get rooms. If you wanted to go, you could, Hotel Plaza area hotels still have rooms. Off property hotels still have rooms, but on property, most of those hotels or resorts, actually, if not all, are booked completely. So you have all those people going to be in the parks, especially on October 1st. There's going to be crowds. And I just can't help but think, it's like, man, are they going to keep the standby queues happening on that time period before and after the official 50th? That's tough, man. And they see the crowds coming. I mean, so I can't help but think that this is when they launch Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Genie Plus. Genie and Genie Plus.
Genie and Genie Plus.
The rumor is it's going to be very, very early October. Is that not true, Lee?
I don't know if there's a rumor, but it seems that most people would imagine it would be in place by the 50th. Like, you would think that. But that's like 2 weeks away, so you think they would have told us by now, but they haven't. That's the crazy part.
Well, you got people who are going out there. They need to know whether or not they need to be buying Genie Plus, right?
Right. I mean, if I knew it was gonna be coming in place, I would have definitely booked it for my trip, because I'm on board. I'm going to check it out. I want to see what it's about, and they know there's going to be 1 million people there. But I don't know. Maybe there's not going to be 1 million people there all week. But I don't know why there wouldn't be. Like, why would you come for that Friday and then go home? I don't know.
What if it was? What was this? It's like, hey, we know the diehards and all the freaking Disney podcasters and social media people are going to be there. All right, around, yeah.
Well, let them suffer. They're diehard. Who cares?
Y'all could be our guinea pigs, and we're going to be so nice and give it to you for free to try out. while let us work our kinks out.
Oh, okay.
Before we start charging people.
You put it nicer.
Right. So,
we're going to give it to them and let them do it, but yeah, they're our guinea pigs.
Yeah, because it's like the thing is, if it doesn't work, we can bitch about it, but it's like, oh, well, they gave it to us for free.
And we're going to go back anyway.
We can't really say bad things about it because they gave it to us for free. But, 2 weeks down the road, in time for Thanksgiving and the holiday season, I guarantee you they'll have that sucker in place.
I don't think they're giving it to y'all for free. I think they know that y'all coming back no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're showing up for the 50th, you're a Disney diehard.
You're going to pay. You're going to pay a lot.
Well, I would be willing to pay, for sure, to give it a shot. Absolutely.
Say, look, I don't blame you for paying because it's a new service and you got to go ahead and experience it and whatnot. But, give your thoughts, because I've already given mine.
No, I was just really, like you say, this is all centered around the attraction itself. If it wasn't, then they would have, like you said, Kevin, there was like all this fluff afterwards, but they were still encouraging people to use the app for other rides for present and future. So that tells me it's just about this attraction, and they just kind of gave up. That's how, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like a thing where it's like, okay, this is a catastrophe, so much so we have no control over it. So we may as well just isolate this attraction, and people are just going to show up.
Well, you talking about one specific attraction?
Well, I'm talking about Rise, right? Because they were saying that.
Okay, I thought you were. Okay, never mind.
No, because they were cutting it. They're cutting it for Rise, but correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin. Right?
No, it's just Rise that they announced this for. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So, like, it's not like they're cutting the whole service to everything.
It's just for that attraction.
Oh no, I thought you were trying to tie in what he was saying about Genie Plus and them starting up while they were there. You're just talking about I'm
talking about what he said in the article when he first read it, and that they were keeping the software. Yeah, I mean,
what's funny is, I don't mean to interject, is like I'm hearing it's like you're suggesting that perhaps maybe they admit that maybe the virtual queue system doesn't work for this attraction because of how popular it is.
That's what it sounds like to me. The only reason I'm coming with it from that is because I've been in situations with higher up people, just being an IT guy, where they come across a catastrophe and then you watch them try to deal with it. And they know they can't. So they have to like put a nice spin on it, because you don't want to say, yeah, guys, sorry, we messed up. I don't know what to do. Our bad, but that's what this comes out of. If you just say, hey, look, I would have liked this. If they'd have had the software or whatever, this is what we use in this virtual lottery. Okay, it's not working. Listen, we're going to try this one little tweak before we get to Genie Plus with what we're currently using. Then maybe that might have inspired some hope that Disney was trying to be a little more innovative. But it's almost like they're like, yeah, none of this worked. Y'all just wait in line. It doesn't matter what we do. There's just going to be a lot of people coming to see this attraction because it's a new attraction.
Yeah, but aren't they doing the virtual queues with Remy?
They are.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're not getting rid of it. I mean, they're just taking it off of Rise, but they're still continuing.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
It may still come back for Rise later as crowds build.
That's
the
what
word they
saying.
used was they paused it.
Pause.
Yeah. But that
Pause.
sounds like we give up on Rise. We're fine with everything else, but we just throw our heads up on this. You guys just go on it like you normally would.
I guess that's one way to read it. I more read it like, hey, look, bunch of people are going to be coming over here. We'd rather have a bunch of people getting crammed into a line that they're going to be stuck in for about 2.5, 3 hours. Who knows how long these queues, I don't think these lines are going to be I think Lee said about, you could have people waiting in line for 6 hours. I don't think Disney wants that.
Not with COVID, I hope not.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the other thing about this is
Want somebody breathing on you for 6 hours waiting in line?
Well, they're gonna interject Lysol spray all throughout the queue. So they're gonna
press it down?
Yeah, so it's just like the Avatar ride. They're gonna actually sanitize you as you're going through.
They gonna hose you?
Yeah.
For the experience.
The Rebel base smells like lavender. No, that's Lysol.
Lysol. That's how we do it in space.
Then they're going to sell it in the gift shops. The scent of Rise.
I don't think Disney wants guests waiting in line for 6 hours. I mean, that's less time spent going to gift shops. It's less time spent buying food, buying drinks. You're going to come out of there. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to go to guest relations. You're going to complain. I don't think they want you. I mean, I think anything over 3 hours, Disney's going to have to look at as a fail.
Yeah.
But I do think that if you can have a whole bunch of people during that week, which they know they're going to be busy, jammed into this ride queue, and not in and around the park, clogging up space, taking up, line queues at Slinky Dog or wherever the hell else, so Star Tours, whatever, that's a win. The more people this thing is gobbling up, the less people who are wandering around the parks clogging up space. I think that's probably more what they're looking at, because that's the whole idea behind doing standby lines, right?
But you've at least experienced the lottery thing. I never had a chance to go. So I mean,
Oh, you will.
oh,
You will.
You will.
It's just you wait. You will.
Dude, this is just for Disney World. This has nothing to do with Disneyland. So we're back in the lottery. And be afraid. Be very afraid, because we got a large group.
yeah. Well, so I guess my point is so you've actually experienced that.
Yes, I have. It sucked.
and it sucked. So
The
that
ride made up for it, I will say that, but the experience of it, having to get up at 5 a.m, having to wait in that mass of humanity, I'm glad that they've done away with this. I really am. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like the idea of... let me put it like this. When you get up at 5 a.m, you're already wasting 2 hours. You might as well spend 2 hours in the line at the queue than, having to get up early, get dressed, drive over there, and just wait in the sea of humanity for them to rope drop.
damn.
And that's what I did when I did it. And granted, when I did this was way back in December.
Before the COVID protocol.
Yeah, this was way back. Then. So I think things are probably better and more people have ridden it. So demand is probably a little bit less than what it was back then. But still, it's going to be up there.
Oh yeah, it's going to be up there. It's a new thing. I mean, it's absolutely going to be a new thing. And And look, that says a lot for the awesomeness of this ride, because it's being new and everybody says good things about it.
It's an awesome ride. It is,
and people are pouring in.
I just look so much forward to it.
I am dying to go ahead and do this, because it's one of those things.
We're going to find that out when we have to get up Eli Avery at 7 o'clock in the morning. Every day we're on vacation. We'll see how much he's dying for this.
Oh no, y'all get up at 7 and then y'all let me know where you're at, and then I'll find you.
No,
you don't understand. He's going to be up from the night before. He's just going to drink.
He's just going to stay
I
up.
have
He's
done
gonna stay up
that.
and
Yes.
drink and look for places to smoke, and it's going to be awesome.
No,
No,
wait.
I don't smoke anymore. But
you don't?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Applause.
It's not worth.
Yeah,
the
but you
applause.
might start again after this.
No, I just get angry now. That was the whole purpose of having the smoke, was to cool out, but now
All right.
I'm just I'm just gonna push people out the line.
He turns
now.
into the Incredible Bulk.
move. I haven't been on this ride before.
Lee, like I saw something change this past week, and I didn't want to look into it because, again, I don't want to jinx it because, my God.
Don't jinx it.
I will say this, in this, just me speaking, I don't know how it's going to come across, but
don't curse
going
us.
on vacation
Don't
nowadays.
Don't curse us, Ricky Bobby.
I'm not. I'm just saying going on vacation nowadays sucks. Because it used to be you could look forward to vacation. You're like, oh, this sucks. My job sucks. And then as vacation got closer, you just looked forward to it more and more. You anticipated it more and more.
That's where we're at. That's where I'm at right now. Right now.
That's where you're at. I'm fearful that something else is going to happen.
Don't do this.
We've already had a hurricane come through that nearly derailed the whole thing. Our flights got canceled. He texted me the next day. He's like, D, did you see our flights got changed? Like, yeah, we dealt with it. I didn't want to wake you up.
I was like, man, I'm scared, man.
We got it. But yeah, he was spared that whole thing. The whole trip nearly got canceled that day. So, I mean, you got COVID, you got to worry. Used to be the worst you had to worry about going on vacation is, well, if I don't die in a plane crash on the way over, I'm going to have a great vacation.
Don't do the jinx, though, because you know a lot of
I'm not trying to do the jinx. I'm trying to do the reverse jinx.
All right.
I'm trying to be like,
yeah, because
I've almost got canceled 3 times already.
All right, but
I'm watching you, universe. I know you're out there.
Universe, no. When we team up, though, things happen. All right, things happen.
I'm ready for good things to happen.
All right, because sometimes before we go on a trip, you have that weird thing, and you got that sense.
But you saw what happened with Lee. Like, look, they were all ready to go with a buddy of his. They were going to go on vacation. They're going to go. My wife got COVID. I'm stuck here. Can't leave anywhere. Well, that can happen at any point in time.
I ain't married, so look, they ain't
quarantine.
You play pool with dirty women. We all know this.
Yeah. So fair. Touche.
Let me answer your question. So what's changed is that before, when you had to get online at 7:00 in the morning and make your fast passes, you had to make it for all your family members and make your boarding group. Now you have an hour before that to get your boarding group together. So at 7:00, you still have to make your boarding group, but you have from 6 to 7 to get your boarding group together. Because what was happening is you try to get on right at 7, get your people together. Oh, wait a minute, Grandma's not here. Why did I check her? Oh man, this person's not showing up in my family. Like all these problems, and so you would miss your boarding group. Now you got an hour to get your boarding group together before you make your boarding group pass.
So what you're saying is Eli's not got to get up at 7. He's got to get up at 6.
Yes.
Ha ha!
You can do it.
Okay, so
but you're dying to do it. Come on.
Okay. So what day are we trying to do this?
And
I should ask that.
I'm going to say we're going to try for this. We get there on Tuesday. We're going to try for it on Wednesday. But you just said that you were dying to do it. Imagine doing it, and you get up and you do everything right, and you lose. And boom, you crapped out. No fast pass for you.
I'm not letting you put that curse on me today.
You're going to will it to happen, Riggs.
That's it. Let me tell you.
Will it to me, Riggs. Will it to me.
Tell you the truth. I did that thing for work during the storm. I worked 24 hours straight. I didn't have no one to relieve me. I'm not saying I like being up that long. But what I'm saying is if the chips are down, and I done paid for that vacation, god dog, then I will be there. I may not be sitting there yelling and screaming, but you may have to drag my body to that line, but I will be there.
You better pray a Disney Genie comes online early for us.
I pray I dream a genie that Disney Genie come on and get on there. I don't know.
You'll be all like, save me, individual lightning lane selections, please save me. You're my only hope.
You're like, if you do this, I don't know what. But I'll try to be a better man.
I mean, you'd have a couple of days where we can still get up at 6 in the morning and make it happen.
All right, and that's fine.
It's a great attraction. I feel like every old dude in the war movie where it's like, yeah, we've never done it. So-and-so's done it before. Yeah, I've scaled that wall. Lost 20. I'm like Quentin Jaws. Lost 30 men that day. I don't know how many sharks. Maybe 1,000. No, that's what I feel like. It's like, yeah, we've I've been through it. It's not pretty. And at the end of the day, it's still like you cross your fingers and you hope. And hey, we're going during a weekday, so who knows? Maybe.
I hope we can figure out a way to pull it off.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
I do.
So Lee, like, I'm curious to know, like, so I understand, like, it's 7 a.m. is at one spot, but don't you get a second bite at the apple. Don't they also allow you a 1 p.m. shot at this?
Correct. So the virtual queue at the morning gets you in for sure. If you don't get it, then you can try again inside the park once you get into the park and later that afternoon. So the challenge is, of course, with the park day reservations. And, if you don't have a park day reservation for Hollywood Studios, number one, you can't get the first queue. And then number two, the time that you can get the second queue is before you can hop into the park. So you can't get it there either. Is that confusing enough?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Would you have English?
That made no sense what you just said.
So you have to have first. The answer is yes. You can get a second chance while in the park.
Okay.
I'm just warning you that you can't park hop over to get the second chance, because the time that you can get the second chance is before the time that you can hop over from another park.
That still makes less sense.
You got to meet your future self, Morty.
All right. So,
In English.
Explain it to us like you would explain it to a 2-year-old.
It's the time thing I don't understand.
the time thing is you cannot hop at any time you want to. Let's say you can hop at Walt Disney World. You can hop at 2:00, right?
Yes.
2 p.m. you can hop over.
Sure.
Well, the second virtual queue that you can join for is at 1 p.m. So you have to already be in the studios and have a park day reservation to be in the park at 1 p.m. to get the second chance.
Yeah, but
we're
in
hop
Disneyland.
over.
We're in Disneyland.
Yeah, but it's the same. I'm just saying it's the same process.
Yeah,
So the way
hopping
the time-
parks ain't that hard in Disneyland.
But it still is only at a certain time.
Okay, so now that's what I'm saying. In the context that we're in Disneyland, we're right across the street. And Eli misses out. He gets up at 6 a.m. He misses out on that. You just said that there's no chance he can miss out on it, right? Though in the first part, is that what you said?
So in the first part, you take a chance, you get in the queue, you try to get in the queue.
Okay, so it's still a chance he could miss that. I thought you said that.
100%.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that anyone that gets in that queue, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't get in, your second chance comes once you are inside the park.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're inside that park, you can try the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And my clarification was that, let's say that you are in the Magic Kingdom. Wait a minute. Let me refer. Pause that. Is Rise in Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, or is it in
It's
Disneyland?
in Disneyland. Rise is in Disneyland.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, go.
So let's say you are in Disney's California Adventure for that day.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hop over to Disneyland and try to get into the queue.
Why?
Because you cannot hop at any time. You can't hop until 2:00.
I paid to hop.
Yeah.
But you can't hop till 2:00.
You can't hop till 2:00.
That's
You
just
can't
bullshit.
Hop. Oh, yeah.
But you can't
just
stop
don't-
the hop. You can't
You
stop
can't
the
stop the
hop.
hop at 2:00.
Not
Can't
if you
stop the
paid
hop
to
at
do it.
2:00.
I
That's paid
paid
to hop do it.
What I wanted to see it. What
yeah.
the heck you talking about? I can't hop that shit. Bullshit.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, basically.
You can't be in two places at the
answer
same
that.
time with the same pieces of batter, Marty.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out when we get there.
No, like that is a time and look, like
All right. Can I have the number of one of the 24 better agents?
no shit. Rules. What I pay for, there are no rules.
No, I'm playing. Okay, yes, fair enough.
Right.
I'm just goofing around, but
Jesus.
all right.
Well,
let's
gosh. All right, yeah.
let's stop talking about us and our trip, and I'm sure Eli will ride this come hell or high water.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
remember that 6:00 here is 4:00 over there. Like to your body.
Yeah, but you're-
it's gonna be like
oh,
4:00
to your
in the
body. I'm
morning.
about to
So
say.
you should be up. You should be up.
4:00 is like midnight for Eli.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
o'clock. I'm out there
He's
looking
still
at
up.
the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be set.
Oh yeah. Well, that's easy for in the morning.
Beautimus.
Yeah.
Beautimus.
It's like what you need me for in the morning? I'm here.
Cake.
Gotcha.
Cake.
Not a problem.
Easy.
All day.
Easy.
24/7.
Say it, brother. Sunday morning.
Lie there, Richard.
Ooh.
Just that
Man.
cool.
All right, so let's just bring this back so that
Bring
way
it
we don't
back.
get too
Bring
far
it
off the
back.
rails because we
What
got a lot
happened?
else to cover.
No, there was a lot you had to say that needed to be said that I didn't know about.
No, I'm trying to educate you about the whole difference between the virtual queue. So in other words, doesn't virtual queue suck?
Yeah, well, I'm scared now.
Yes.
On this trip, I
seem
was really
afraid.
like looking
Be
forward
very
to.
afraid.
I just fought a hurricane. I said, you know what? That's not a big deal. because I'm going to California the next week, and like now
You're gonna feel better.
I'm feeling intrepidatious.
So now you can see why it needs to die. Virtual queues need to die. They're just
let it
they're
go,
evil.
Marty.
But as I say, that's what. Yeah, they don't know what to do with this thing because obviously the attraction is so awesome, and people are just going to go to it. They have conceded to the universe and the power of their awesome ride. And just like, hey, you know what? Just keep it normal. Can't do nothing about it. We cannot control the chaos that is people.
Well, but then there's a thing called COVID, and you can't have everybody waiting in line together. Now, clearly, they don't care about it for Rise, but they care about it for Remy.
Yeah, I don't know how that works now.
I don't either. I'm kind of curious about that myself.
I'm not having a cast member come up to me after I paid, and I'm paying for their stuff, and they like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, sir. Due to COVID rules, you know, you can't be in this line. Maybe you come back and have a happy Disney day and say, you better shut up.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's obvious that demand outweighs supply.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
And so they're
no doubt.
doing their best to juggle it. I mean, it's not when I say I don't understand it, I don't understand it. It's just you're sending. It's like, hey, Splash Mountain is evil and everything that is in there is racist and that. But we're gonna keep running it.
We're gonna let it go.
We're gonna admit that it's terrible and awful and needs to be changed. But we're gonna keep running it. Just
See what you
because you know, we don't really have anything to replace it. We're not gonna do it at this point in time. But we're gonna keep running that. It's like it's either bad, it needs to be done away with, or it's fine and it needs to be improved.
It's tolerable.
upon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But you want
suggesting,
something.
yes.
You want something to move forward. I mean, it's not like let's say you have Windows 10. Everybody's like, oh shoot, Windows 10. I just got used to Windows 8.
all right, pick a lane.
Pick a lane. But then once they say, but if someone comes up to them and say, all right, we did an upgrade to Windows 10. No one liked it. This is just tough. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go back to like Windows 97. People seem to be, you know, tolerable of that. It's like, no, just try. Just keep trying. You have a great product, obviously. Just see what you can do to improve it. I guess that's when the Genie Plus will come in, and we'll see how that works.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Look, hey,
Toes crossed too.
we've said it before. I'll say it one more time.
One more time.
If when Disney Genie Plus comes out, if the standby queue is as long or longer than what it was under FastPass Plus, and then yes, this is everything that everybody said about it negatively, then it applies. This is bad. This is evil. This is soulish cash grab, whatever you want to call it. That's fine. If the standby lines are, if the standby lines go down, which they theoretically should, because less people are willing to pay for this service, or Disney has limited these fast pass selections in some kind of way, whatever the case is, if the standby lines are the same, if not worse, then yeah, then this
Exactly as expected.
exactly as Disney Genie Plus was a failure.
Then the only thing they can do, and I'm going to walk away after this, you're going to have to like duplicate the ride again. That's the only thing you can do at that point.
Double Dumbos, double rise.
I don't see how it's,
Double rise. Bright
What?
suns rising.
What?
So many suns.
all of it. 2 moons. I like it.
Cool. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Virtual queues being suspended currently at Rise of the Resistance at Walt Disney World. So let us know what you think. Show at magicourway.com. All right. Next story is what I'm calling iPad Guy.
iPad guy.
iPad Guy. Yeah. This is recently came up in social media circles and stuff. And even though this happened a few months ago, but it's okay. Back on June 4th, 2021, a Florida man.
Florida man.
Once again, Florida man, 30-year-old Renan Carletto.
Renan Carletto?
Raylan Carletto.
Raylan Carletto.
Raylan.
I have Renan.
Renan.
Carletto's way.
Renan Carletto. Yeah.
Renan Carletto.
Renan Carletto was discovered by an investigations manager from Walt Disney World's Ticket and Resort Fraud Department. I didn't know they had one of those.
Oh, fraud? Yeah, all about that. You know that. You know that.
This is true. Yeah, you're right. I do know that. But he was discovered by them using an official Walt Disney World app on a stolen Walt Disney World iPad to create unauthorized attractions reservations to skip the line at Disney's Hollywood Studios for a tour group he was leading.
Dang, I wish I knew this dude before he got caught.
Renan Carletto?
Yeah.
It would have been handy, right?
Man, help me out. I gotta check out this one thing. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
And look, for context, this app is provided to Walt Disney World cast members on approved devices and allows them to skip lines for their VIPs and other important visitors. That's what the thing that was that Carletto was using. Okay. Well, the investigator saw Carletto skip the line with his group and told the cast members at the attraction to cancel the reservations and refuse them access. Then, I guess Carletto started walking out into the parking lot, but the investigator and an off-duty deputy followed Carletto and the gang to the parking lot to see if they would use the app to create another reservation.
So he's going back to his car to get the iPad to make another reservation for his tour group?
I guess so. They didn't specify if he had the iPad on his person when he was doing it, but it seems like that's what the case is. He left the iPad in the car, did the reservation, then came back, make another one.
Makes sense.
Do it again.
You won't want to bring the smoking gun with you.
Yeah,
Makes
I guess
sense.
you don't want to
Yeah,
walk
that's
around.
a good point. Okay.
Yeah. Well, eventually they confronted Carletto, stating that the iPad was stolen.
He's like, what?
Exactly. No, he said, he's like, what?
My mama gave this to me for Christmas. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Right. He said that he was working for a company called A-Class,
Okay.
and his boss gave him the iPad to use.
What was his boss's name?
In the articles, he's a guy referred to only as Tony.
All right.
Tony gave Carletto this iPad that he stole.
And it's got a ledger on it.
Is his nickname Fat Tony?
Tony. Tony Milano.
Fat Tony answers to Big Paulie up there. The iPad fell off a truck. Fell off a truck.
Salami.
What you do?
Leave the cannoli. Take the iPad.
I was looking at it like, what? What? Don't snitch on your friends. Don't put it on the iPad.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, his name was Tony. That's what the articles refer to.
It's just Tony.
It's just Tony. They
That's beautiful.
didn't specify any kind of Tony.
Wow, it's
Does
beautiful.
sound like a mafia operation,
Yes,
doesn't it?
It does. It fell off the truck. I love that
As
line.
far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be a tour guide.
Yeah. What are you doing? I'm touring, Bob. I'm touring.
Leave the gun. Take the iPad.
What you want? You want to see helicopters? You want to go on a tour, huh? What you want?
You can have the hammer. You can have the iPad. You can't have both. It does sound like a mafia operation.
It does.
I knew y'all. That's what made me laugh because the dude's name was Tony.
Okay.
Yes.
But the iPad was returned to Disney. But the investigator from the fraud department stated that he has dealt with Tony in the past for some of the same issues, but he couldn't provide any further information on the man.
That's right. You don't talk. You give them nothing.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, me and Tony, we have this agreement. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah, Tony probably saw him like that night. Like he probably went home, and then Tony was sitting in his chair like, "Hey, did you rat? Did you rat? Just tell me. Did you rat? Huh? You want the heat on or not?"
No,
What do you want?
Tony was there waiting. Hey, you busted your cherry.
You didn't name me, right? You didn't name me. Come meet me at the diner at 6:00. I want you to go ahead and do a tour for somebody else. Little Johnny, he needs a tour. That's what I knew. I was never coming back.
No, the lightning lane entrance is just around the corner. Just around the corner. No.
That's funny.
Say hello to the tour guide. You ain't never going to see a tour guide like this.
You go to the step by line. You're never gonna go on the top like we. This is what we do. We're good guys, okay? I do a good tour. I make sure you get to the line. All I'm asking for is a couple of numbers on the ponies, okay? That's all I'm asking.
The investigator's like, "Hey, man, get that bag. Like, grab the bag. Okay, what's in the bag? Get the iPad out. All right, I'll get the iPad out. Oh, all he sees is a fish. But it's nothing but a fish in here. Oh, that's Tony's message saying he sleeps with the fishes now."
And Jimmy 2 times is like, I'm going to get the iPad. Get the iPad.
I remember this kid. He was good. He used to take me on these tours with his little iPad. Go ahead, he used to shine my shoes and he'd take me on the tour with his iPad.
No more iPad, Jimmy.
Okay.
No more iPad, Billy.
All right, sorry. Drinks are in the house, okay? Now go make me a freaking tour on your iPad.
Well, to add to this whole mafioso thing.
No, look, Kevin, just a quick word of advice.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're all friends here, right? Keep your friends close, but keep your tour group closer.
That's it. Don't take no tours off for no one. You got it, Tony.
Well, you know what? To add to all of this,
What?
it is unknown how the iPad was removed from the park,
Oh, my God.
and it was never reported stolen.
Because it fell off the truck like that.
Exactly. Yes. I don't know how it got here in my set.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God, the mafia has infiltrated Disney
They're
World.
probably financing it. They're probably like, hey, this rides thing. I hear.
We got a business.
Yeah.
We're all in the business. We're selling fast pass.
What are you going to do, nice college boy like you?
Yeah.
Didn't want to get mixed up in the touring business. You think this is the internet? When you book a fast pass from a mile away, you got to get up close and bada bing. You skip to the front of the line.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? He's taking this very personal.
Yeah. I mean, the sanitation thing, it's already filled. The best thing we have for you, touring. It's not that bad.
Well, Eli, I keep trying to leave the tour guide business, but they keep pulling me back in.
Oh,
I thought he's going to be a made tourist. That's what I really wanted him to be. And I knew if he could get made because he's a pure E-plat.
Pure
Not me.
E-plat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is
That's
crazy.
funny.
Yeah. That is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, the names are beautiful.
So the
Wow.
iPad, all right, so like,
So it's Fat Tony and Big Paul.
Yeah.
Who is he?
And Carletto.
Carletto.
Carletto,
Carletto's
Carletto's
way. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a race. Oh my God. Yes, this story is itself. This is the best
It's a
story
beautiful
ever.
story.
Best story
yes.
ever we've done in the Magic Hour. I love
great.
this.
I'm telling you now, listeners, this story is going to show up in the future in a combination of other. It has to.
Oh,
That is some of the. We have done many crime-ridden stories.
Yes.
That is top 5.
That's
for
a
me.
good one, yeah.
Yes.
That is top 5. So the iPad, no one knows where it came from.
Yep, and
it's legal.
And it was never reported stolen.
This man finds
They
it.
found the little serial number off
This kid was probably like trying to play Roblox or something. Like, get off of that. That's for business. What the hell you doing, kid?
Well, Tony's been doing this for a while, apparently. 'cause
Oh,
the
wow.
investigator knew, yeah.
Was he charging people?
What is his name of his touring company again?
Called A-Class.
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 Oh, my God.
I like that.
A-Class.
You throw in me, you get the top.
That's a dummy corporation.
The subsidiary is what?
Mobiati.
Yeah. Mickey's wigs and things. It's just like,
Yeah. But you know what? No one was charged with a crime, and Carletto was only slapped with a trespassing warning for all the parks.
Wait,
That's
so
all he got.
He didn't snitch.
he never
snitched.
snitched.
He never snitched.
Because we got cops on the tape.
Never.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wait, so he charged people though to take these tours? Or
Oh,
was
I'm
he just
assuming
his-
so, yeah.
Or was he just his friends?
No, I'm assuming this was a touring company, and they took money for these.
Oh, yeah. Like I thought
Yeah.
at first like this was like a Robin Hood situation. This guy's like, screw this. I'm going to let him. No, this dude was making money off of it.
Okay. Oh,
Eli, it's a
And the
business.
fact that it was never reported stolen has to mean that somebody was in on the inside. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a legitimate business, Eli.
And it is. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, it was Tony from New York.
better than Jenny from the block. I think what's really this whole thing is insane. And if he charged, okay, well, that's your thing. That's what kicks it up for people. That's probably what got their radar, got the fraud guys' radar, because that's all it is. Once you go over a certain amount of money, we've done these stories. Once you go over a certain amount of money, you start to attract the attention of people that you don't want. So, like, dang, man, like, that was a good scam. I bet that dude was making a killing. He should have went on Mouse Mingle.
Mouse Mingle?
Yeah, he should have went on Mouse Mingle and be like, look, you don't have to date me, but I tell you what, take your A-class. You know what I'm saying? See everything.
A-Class. baby.
A-class. I want to meet you. All right, where you want to go first?
A-Class.
I want to go on 7 tours by train. Girl, you're not only going on it, you don't even have to wait. I love you, Mr. Tony. I know.
Did you imagine there's a girl on trust tour guide? She won't date tour guide.
Yeah, you gotta get this tour guide.
What's wrong with people?
Yeah, I'm a tour guide on my better half. What are you doing at this late? No husband should be touring this late while his wife is waiting for him at home.
Karen trying to flush the iPad down the toilet.
Yeah, that's the only iPad we had, Karen.
I would have never found it. I had 7 tours stored, Karen. Karen. Oh my Karen. Oh boy. Oh.
Put the
Rossi.
iPad at your side and drop it and just walk away.
Oh my God. Rossi, you whore in 7B. You're making tours with my husband. Oh my God. That's okay.
That's the iPad guy
That's
story.
insane.
Wow, that is a funny story. That's a good one.
If you had the iPad, who would you take on the tour? Who would you take on the tour? One day before they catch you.
Like who would
Like would you do what he did? Would you like just charge, just make some extra cash, or would you just have all your people go?
I'd probably take us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd take my friends and family and count my blessings. I wouldn't try and make a business out of it.
One day though, one day you probably make a killing easily. One day.
Ugh. How do you advertise that though? I mean, shoot,
It's mob, word of mouth.
You do a podcast.
You do a podcast, huh?
all right, book with us, and
Wow.
you won't get your legs broken.
Don't get your legs broken. There won't be cement shoes waiting for you in the trunk.
Magic Our Way VIP tours of the Magic Kingdom.
That is crazy.
Here we come.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, there you go. iPad guy.
iPad guy.
iPad guy. And we got another story, but this is worthy of a hub in and of itself because Space 220 finally has a freaking menu.
All right.
Here we go. Thank God we got a menu.
I'm happy for you, Kevin, because you're happy is making me happy, and that's just being happy.
I'm glad you're happy because I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I've been to Eli's house, and that's Space 420. But
all day, baby.
I have a feeling that this gives me a little higher. Is that right?
220 miles high into the atmosphere, I think. is what it is.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
That's the whole premise of the rest. But let's get to it. Here we go.
All right.
All right, here we are on the hub. This is our main topic segment, and it happens to be a news story. As I mentioned previously, it is about Space 220. And the whole premise is that I believe it's 220 miles above the Earth's surface, right? Is that you're shot up, and that's where your restaurant is, at the Space 220 station. That's where you eat.
Okay.
Take this whole stargazer elevator, or whatever the hell they call it, starlator?
Yeah, Starvader. or something.
Starvader? or
Star
something?
Vader. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Escalator.
it sounds like I'm going to starve at this restaurant.
That's right.
Starve later.
Starve later restaurant, yeah. But yeah, you take you enter at the restaurant at ground level and you take this elevator 220 miles up and you're up in space in this little station where the restaurant's located. That's the whole premise of this restaurant, is that you're dining in space above the Earth's atmosphere.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there you go. This is the latest offering by the Patina Group.
Hey, the Patino.
Hey, the iPad didn't work.
That's from the iPad. That was from the Patino crime family. And
Hey, wants to go eat at Uncle Patino's restaurant in space. Sounds good.
So, just to give you a little history on this Patina Group, because we keep on hearing this freaking name, and I'm like, who the hell is a Patina Group?
I thought we knew what they were. I didn't.
I had no idea this was, but I just know they have a lot of restaurants. But anyway,
in Disney.
in Disney, yeah. Well, a lot of them in Disney, yeah.
Is Big Polly Patino, is his last name Big Polly Patino?
We don't say that. It's a secret. You got to keep it on the download, Danny. You better watch your back now.
It's so catchy. That's so catchy.
I'm gonna wake up with half an iPad head in my
You're gonna have a horse head.
in my bed.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, this guy back in 1989 opened a restaurant called Patina in Hollywood. His name was Joaquim Splichal.
Where'd the Patino come from?
Well, that's the name of his restaurant, Patina. I don't know where it came from or whatever else, but that's the name of his restaurant.
He sounds
Splichal. Yes.
Splichal.
Yeah.
Splichal.
Splichal. Yeah. He specializes in French and California cuisine, so that's where it founded. And then at some point, like say in 1999, this other group named Restaurant Associates purchased it.
Restaurantosaurus did what?
Restaurantosaurus purchased it. Yes.
Okay, Restaurantosaurus.
No, Restaurant Associates,
Okay.
which is a big group out of New York. They purchased Patina and all these restaurants because his little Patina group that he had in California has all the Patina restaurants as well as the Pinot restaurant chain that he has in California.
Sounds like they made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I think so.
Petit Patino.
But yeah, but they renamed it the Patina Restaurant Group.
Patino.
They moved Patina to the Walt Disney Concert Hall back in 2003, which is the home of the Los Angeles Philharmonic, the orchestra. And so with that, that's a little bit of quick history. I might do a whole show on them because it's quite fascinating, you know,
On the Patina.
on the
group?
Patina Group and how it all came to be, you know, and why they have so many restaurants in Disney.
I'm curious.
Yeah, but tease. There we go. But just to guys let you know what they have in Disney, this is what they've built so far. This is what they manage. Okay, it's a restaurant group. This is what they manage. Since you guys are going to Disneyland over there, you will Patina restaurants are as follows: the Napolini Pizzeria, the Uva Bar and Cafe, Tortilla Joe's, Taqueria.
Not as good of a name.
No, not as good of a name.
Tortilla Joe.
Yeah, Tortilla Joe's.
Sounds like a Contra villain or something.
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody fighting Mike Tyson's punch.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually better.
Uppercut.
Cheetos. Yeah.
And then,
Mariachi music.
What a great luchador. Tortilla Joe.
Tortilla Joe. Scored for the belt today.
You're going down, but you ain't never seen a wrestler like Tortilla Joe.
You don't want my finishing move, the mad fajita.
My God, he's going for the guacamole.
Oh no, he's stuck. Yeah.
all right, and so they got two other restaurants there in Disneyland: Naples Ristorante y Bar,
Okay.
and the Catal Restaurant. So
Catal.
most of those are in
Catal, yeah.
downtown Disney. Most of those are in downtown Disney.
The Catal I'm very familiar with.
Very international.
Exactly, yeah. And also in Walt Disney World, they also have a bunch in downtown Disney, or Disney Springs, as it were. They have Pizza Point.
Pizza Point.
Yeah. And they have Morimoto Asia is a patina group restaurant.
Boo! I'm sorry.
Yep. No, please do.
Wait, is that the one at Disney?
That's the
Disney
Pagoda.
Springs. That's
Oh.
the Pagoda
Don't get
fiasco.
pagoded, yes. That's a
Okay.
patina group restaurant.
Got you. Well, this is not boded well then for the patina.
Yeah. Well, when we get to the menu, we'll talk about
I
it.
have a good endorsement so far.
They also do the Edison. So they have that restaurant. They have Maria and Enzo's. They have Enzo's Hideaway. Maria and Enzo's and Enzo's Hideaway.
Is that when Enzo needs to get away from Maria?
He needs to get away from Maria. Yes, that's right. That's his man cave or his she shed. In the parks, they have Via Napoli, Restaurante
Okay, yeah,
Pizzeria.
I know
They
Via
have
Napoli.
Tutto Italia.
Okay.
They have Tutto Gusto.
Tutto gusto.
And now in Walt Disney World, the latest offering, Space 220.
All right.
They seem to think that they know Italian.
Yeah, they have a lot of names like that, and they specialize it. And then they came up with Space 220.
Okay.
And here they go. So they finally released the menu, and I'm very excited because I love talking about food in this place. But
Yeah, you've been looking forward to this. You've been talking about this a lot.
because they said you can start booking, and they didn't release a menu, I was like, what the hell? I got nothing to tease me. But now they have it. I guess a week out. It opens on the 20th. Lee?
Yeah.
Is that right?
You can book it on the 20th, starting for reservations on the 26th.
Oh, okay. So like just a week later. So
Okay.
it's come up quick. They're cutting it close. They're cutting it close.
And you're missing out. You're missing out.
You're missing out if you don't get this. And then hopefully, Lee, you'll be able to get us a reservation.
Got the alarm set, buddy.
Awesome.
Let's go for it.
Try to get for dinner. But that's cool. But anyway, as you remember, this is prefix menus and stuff. So you have your choice of 2 courses over at lunch and 3 courses at dinner. And the way I'm going to break this up is we're going to discuss the adult stuff and then the kid stuff and then the alcohol. Because there's a lot of overlap between lunch and dinner. But there's some differences. So we're going to point that out.
So they're not going to serve no MREs because ain't that what they serve in space?
Like astronaut ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
They should have Tang.
Yeah.
They should have Tang.
They should have Tang. But they should have astronaut ice cream. Now that I think about it, you're right.
You're
I think
welcome.
my kids would dig that.
They're missing out. They're missing out.
I'm missing out on an opportunity for sure.
Yeah, what a great taste.
All right, so we're talking about the lunch meals. And so, like I mentioned, this is a prefix menu. And for lunch, the prefix items you get to choose from are what they call liftoffs, which are the appetizers.
Ooh.
And then the star course, which is the main course. So that's how they're using those terms. It's liftoffs and star course.
Okay.
Yes. And dinner is the same thing, but you get an extra choice of category. You get a third category in this prefix menu, liftoff, star course, and then you have the supernova sweets. So
Oh,
you have
wow.
you had that extra choice.
So that's your dessert.
That's your dessert.
Supernova sweet.
Supernova sweets.
Okay.
Liftoff, star course, supernova sweets. That's
Yeah.
the only difference.
Okay.
You get that extra course
Star
for dinner.
course. Gotcha.
For lunch, the
Okay.
2-course prefix menu is $55 per adult.
That's not
It's
bad.
Not too bad. It's
I'm
too
not,
bad.
yeah.
Disney prices and all.
Yep. And for dinner, it's $79 for the 3-course.
So that's a $24 dessert?
I guess so. Yeah. If you put it look at it that way.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I know I did it wrong. Hold on.
Those freeze dried ice creams, man, they cost a lot.
It's a
I
lot.
said, there better be some liquor in that ice cream.
They gotta ship it up there,
$24.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a long way to
$24
go.
That's true.
dessert.
That's $24.
Yeah, it's a 24. All right, let's do it.
Now, if the dessert floats because of zero gravity, I gotta say, impressed by that. Might be worth the money there.
That would be great, I think.
Yeah, I'll be worried about the portion of food though. Nah, I'm just whatever it is. I'm curious.
On the pictures, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Okay.
It's not a lot. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, you're not going to get a big old sandwich like you guys are going to be at like the Avengers place or whatever it is.
Oh, for
Campus,
Pims?
yeah, for Pims, yeah.
They're not going to blow it up. Or
Yeah, not going to blow it up or anything. But anyway, let's start with the appetizers. This is what they
Okay.
got.
Okay.
Appetizers. And these are the what again?
These are what they call the liftoffs.
The lift off.
Yes, and these are the same at lunch and at dinner. So this doesn't change.
All right.
Okay, so you're starting off with the Big Bang Burrata.
Oh, what?
Big Bang Burrata.
What's a burrata?
I don't know.
I think
Cheese.
that's the
It's a
bad
kind of
guy
cheese.
from
Mortal
Mega
Kombat?
Man.
No.
I thought it was
The guy with the scissors?
Yeah, I thought it was
Big Bang Barada, yes. You got to watch him. He throws.
thought that was the dude in Rocky 3 Club of Barada.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure.
There was him, too. That may be his cousin.
on his mama's side.
Right.
Lucy Barada.
Lucy Barada.
Yeah, if you're not sure what a burrata is, that's probably the most vague title that they have in this category.
I'm
What
sorry.
is a burrata?
It's burrata de mozzarella. Mozzarella.
It's mozzarella
It's
cheese.
mozzarella cheese.
It's a
babe.
type of cheese.
Yeah, and this
cheese mixed with what?
with grilled artichoke hearts, arugula, and sunflower seeds romesco.
And I'm banging off of that?
You're big banging off of
I'm
that.
big banging.
Big banging off of that.
Baller.
Boom!
Yes.
The universe started with a burrata.
With a baraka.
That too.
Or bruschetta.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Broccoli, yeah.
So yeah, that's the most interesting thing they got in this category. Everything else you could pretty much tell what it is when I say it. So the
Okay.
next thing they have on this list is Starry Calamari.
Starry calamari.
That is the
catchy.
least tipped stripper at Visions.
Yeah.
Starry calamari, yeah.
Coming to the stage.
Yeah. Why you got that kind of dish?
She had an extra arm that never quite.
I thought you were going to say she smelled fishy.
That's worse, yeah. I did that.
I wasn't going to. I thought that's where, I swear, I thought that's where you were going. I was like, I'm not going to say anything. He's got to say that.
I was going to say she was a conjoined twin.
Oh,
Oh,
I was cursed. Oh, man.
yeah, that's correct. It's fried calamari as you expected. Yeah.
Okay,
for sure, yeah.
that's cool.
Sure.
It's a catchy name. Is there something specific that they put on the calamari to make it, spacey?
Sorry.
Dollar bills.
Calamari bills, y'all.
That's right. Calamari bills. No, I mean it's pretty straightforward. I mean, what? I guess if you consider the Italian cherry peppers as something unique.
A what? Italian cherry pepper?
Yeah, never popped that one, but
Could be spicy.
But other than that, they serve it with two sauces: a spicy marinara
Okay.
and a red roasted pepper citrus aioli. So you have your two dipping sauces.
That sounds good.
That's why they call it a starry two sauces.
Sorry, two sauces. That's right.
I'm going to do the dipping.
The next one's called Blue Moon Cauliflower.
Blue moon.
This is a tempura fried cauliflower, so that's different. I've never had cauliflower fried tempura.
Is it
style.
blue?
I don't know why it's Blue Moon. I don't understand. Other than the fact that it has blue cheese dust on it.
Oh, well, there you go. That is blue cheese dust.
Is it actually going to be
Because
blue
the moon
dust?
is made of blue cheese, right?
Oh, that's right.
There
You're
you
right.
go.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah,
learned that in
that
Horizons.
is
Yeah.
Blue moon, yeah.
Oh,
Blue
flower.
cheese moon. Yeah.
Right.
Blue Moon
Cheese.
cauliflower. Yeah.
Blue moon cauliflower.
Yeah. It comes with a hot sauce. There you go.
Nice.
Right?
And then next one, we have the Neptuna tartare.
No.
Tartar?
Neptuna tartar?
Neptuna tartare,
Hmm.
which is a tuna tartare.
Sounds like a kinky
You know,
mermaid.
it's got ginger miso, soy, avocado, red radish, apple, and sesame crackers.
Sold. I want that.
I figured that'd be
That's
something you did.
I can't even
I would
come
do
up
that
with a joke.
too.
Can't even come up with a joke now.
I just did the joke.
I'm hungry. What was the joke?
Oh, kinky mermaid. That's what I had.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Neptune tartare.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious for sure.
It does.
All right.
And then you got your choice of salads. You got a Centauri Caesar salad.
Does that have something to do
Centauri.
with Avatar or something?
No, or Brava Centauri or
know,
Alpha
Alpha
Centauri.
Centauri,
That stuff
yeah.
that Disney does.
Lambda. Tatar.
Yeah. Well, the space station that you're in, that the restaurant's in, is called the Centauri Space Station or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
That's
I
what it
get
is.
that.
So I guess that they're continuing with that.
I saw the last
Dang.
Starfighter. I'm with that.
So if you didn't want a Caesar salad, you can get your regular green salad, which they call space greens.
Is that Space Ace's cousin?
Should be.
Space Ace and Space
That's all you
Ace.
get. That's the name of the thing is space greens. That's it. Nothing special.
That's a lazy ass name.
It
They couldn't
is.
come up with anything like Astromena, arugula, or something.
Yeah.
Andromeda space greens.
There you go. Andromeda, arugula, space greens. Like
Yeah,
something.
space greens.
Gravity greens.
Gravity
Yeah.
greens. Thank you, Lee.
Oh yeah, because
That's a good one.
that sounds like a lady from the South cooking, Southern cooking in space.
green.
Well, I guess y'all want some space greens to go with this marvelous mustard sauce.
Yeah, I mean it's just a typical green salad. It's lettuce, dried cranberries, roasted pears, spiced pecans, and apple cider dressing. That's it.
Well, restaurant associates got to step up their space game. They gotta step up their space game a little bit.
And for you power food people, we got the Galaxy grain salad, which is quinoa, beluga lentils, roasted red and golden beets, oranges, king oyster mushrooms, and cashew hummus.
You have to have a galaxy-sized toilet for that.
What's a king oyster mushroom? So is a mushroom from an oyster?
No, it's a mushroom. It kind of looks like an oyster, but it's not really an oyster.
I'm
It's a
just
mushroom.
not.
They're just big.
They call it the galaxy grain salad because when you flush, it looks like the Milky Way.
We're going where no man's gone before.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, that's
Everybody's
funny.
gone before.
I like it.
Lentils and beets and
That's your power food person.
that'll
Yes.
clean you out.
There's nothing powerful about that.
If I get stopped up in Disneyland, I'm looking for the galaxy.
You can't eat that while we waiting to go on Rise of
No, I'm
Resistance
not
at 8 in
eating-
the
no,
morning,
man.
4 in the
No.
morning. You can't do that.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. You got to get your Nutri-Grain bar from space.
All right, so Kevin.
Yes.
All right, so we get this reservation. What are you ordering right there?
The tartare.
Probably the tartare or the calamari, but chances are the tartare.
Yeah, I would go with. I would get the cheese, whatever that.
The
one
burrata,
is,
the big bag.
The burrata,
big
yeah.
bang burrata.
Get that, some calamari. We're set.
Yeah, I'll probably do the tartare if you're going to do that.
I would see what the plate is, but yeah, the tartare sounds like the most interesting out of it.
Yeah, I mean it's a typical tuna tartare. It's served little round thing, like a little round cake. When I saw the picture from the Disney food blog, it's not too bad.
Tartar and cakey cake.
What?
Tartar and cakey cake.
I forgot to mention they classify this as signature dining. So
What is the?
that's what they
we'll
list on the
see
website.
about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it's called
see-
signature dining.
Okay, see, I wonder how they're gonna serve this to you. I guess now, cause say something like you're in space. I mean, that just gives me this whole.
They're gonna float it out at you.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. They can't really do no. But like, do they put it on like a space shuttle or something? I mean, they gotta do something kind of futuristic.
Bottle
looking, I
rocket.
would imagine. I would
They shoot it to you
hope.
on a bottle rocket,
That would be awesome. Well, like they have a little oven right in front of you. You put what you want.
like an easy bake oven.
Yeah, then they put the little thing in there. They mess with you, and it actually already they have the plate, but
like
you
a
know,
Back
you
to
hit
the Future
button, like, boom.
hydrolator thing, kind of whatever.
I would think it would be cool if there was just something that said, "Hey, this is futuristic."
Some kind of presentation.
Oh, like if like a dude would like all of a sudden double over after eating and like an alien pops out of his chest.
And had your food like, here you
Yeah.
are.
Here's your pizza, sir.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Here's your story. Come on, Lamari.
You'd be like, holy crap, that was scary, but damn, I want that again.
Yes.
That dude's got me concerned.
All right, what else we got?
Yeah.
All right, so
sir.
now we get to the second course for both the lunch and dinner, which is called the Star Course. And there's a couple of differences in this one. So
Did the
I'll-
Star Cars, isn't he like the leaders of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Star Course.
Star Course, yes.
He's the leader of this galaxy.
The leader of this. Oh,
yes, he's
This
the leader
must
of
be the
galaxy,
one
yes.
if
Head
you ate
chef.
at Space 22
Yes.
and led the Guardians.
But
I like it.
I'll start with the similarity. The dishes that are similar both at lunch and dinner. First, you have the Blue House salmon.
Wow, there's not even anything to have fun with that. Blue
No.
House-
It's again, you got your king oyster
Blue.
mushrooms.
Why blue? Why is the salmon blue?
It doesn't say. It's got glazed carrots. It's got the mushrooms, baby bok choy, ginger, and beurre blanc.
Maybe it's blue because it went into space and lost oxygen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It is.
Because there ain't no fish in space.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
good
Fish
point.
in space.
That's the copyright magic. Are we going to do
That's
that?
it.
Fish
Oh,
in
y'all don't
space.
like that title? It's
I
boring.
like it.
Oh, how about this one? How about some roasted free range chicken?
What the hell happened to this stupid menu?
Yeah, you had all
Why
those
did it get all
cool-
boring and bland? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's next? Grilled shrimp? What are we going to do with that?
Baked macaroni.
What the macaroni?
With what?
What?
With what?
That's it.
A side of
Hey,
a side of alien guts or
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is.
alien tartar.
What's a macaroni?
I don't know what a macaroni is, but I know it's made out of candele pasta, sausage ragu, broccolini, sheep's milk, ricotta, bechamel, and pecorino. That's it.
What's
Bechamel. That's
a
like
sauce.
That's like the moon of Saturn or something. Right?
Let's check that iPad. See where it takes us.
What the hell happened? What happened to this menu?
Oh, you don't like that one? How about the next one that's common to both lunch and dinner? Terra bolognese.
The what?
Terra bolognese.
Terra bolognese.
So is it like a
It's like
gravy?
land
meat gravy?
lasagna?
No, it's a bolognese sauce basically. It's spaghetti.
Wait,
Oh,
this
Instead of
is
spaghetti, it's linguine. So it's linguine. It's a ragu. You got macadamia nut, ricotta, zucchini, and mushroom.
Like linguine from Ratatouille. He's
Yeah,
in space.
it's a linguine. Yes, he is.
Rats in
Like
space
that.
with fish in space. Ah.
Yes, he's the son of what's his name?
They really gave up halfway through,
They
didn't
did. They did. Well, it gets better.
Okay.
All right.
Are you sure about that?
Well, no, it doesn't.
It
But
doesn't sound like it.
at lunch, this is what they have at lunch. These are the ones that are only for lunch, and you can for the Star Course, you can also order seared tuna,
The f is seared tuna doing in space?
hanging out.
There's no fish in space. What the hell?
There's no no fish in space.
They should at least, maybe if they put like 2 heads on it, you could be like,
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
two-headed.
There you go.
It's an alien.
2-headed tuna.
Yeah.
Dude,
I should be right.
you
Two
should
for
be
tuna.
working for this.
I gotta do this.
You got to write to the Patina group.
I mean, but it's just the thing of you're in space. So the meals don't necessarily have to be catchy titles. They just have to be like, oh,
A little something
This
unique.
is unique.
Yeah,
I'm in
something unique.
space. I'm like,
right.
I can get tuna from Morimoto.
Exactly.
What am I going to space for?
But if you didn't like that, how about the flat iron steak?
Wait a minute.
Dude,
Hold
come
on a second.
This sucks.
Man, this is not fun.
Here's what it is, Eli. So
All
it's a steak with a coffee spice rub.
What type of steak? They say?
They didn't say.
See, I'm
assuming some of the cheapest cuts or whatever.
So
no
they gave-
ribeye,
It's a cow who
no
drank
porterhouse,
coffee.
not like that.
No,
okay.
not at lunch. Not at lunch.
Not at lunch.
You just get coffee. It has a coffee space rub, smashed fingerling potatoes, Cabernet butter, and haricot vert, which is basically a fancy word for green.
Did the cow drink nut fluff?
No, it did not.
That's how they got the coffee in there.
I don't think you get that at lunch.
It would be cool if the cow was named Nut Fluff, and then that was like that type of alien species.
Oh,
that it
nut
was.
fluff.
Oh, enough fluff.
I love you.
Oh, now we got to take you and chop you up.
That's our next animated movie adventure is Nut Fluff.
Nut
The
Fluff.
Adventures of Nut Fluff.
We have so much potential. We just
Okay. You didn't like those titles? All right,
No!
Okay, let me
No,
handle
this has been terrible.
This is the last lunch only Star Course item you can get. You ready?
Put us out of our misery.
This is a Centauri Burger.
a Centauri Burger.
That's it.
Centauri
Is this a veggie burger of some
Burger.
sort?
No, it's a regular burger.
It's like an Impossible Burger.
Nope, it's not an Impossible Burger.
What's weird with it?
It's a signature beef blend.
Of
What makes of Centauris?
I don't get this.
It's just a signature beef blend with white cheddar cheese, bacon, shredded lettuce, tomatoes, fried potato wedges, and sriracha aioli.
So this, I'm sorry to say this just sounds like a good bit of this is like regurgitated probably from like restaurants that they've already had, and then no one put any sort of creativity to give it that you're in the space vibe. Like,
That's
say
interesting
something.
for you to say.
I miss the days of Pongu Pongu.
Pong,
I really do. Because I'm waiting for dessert to come along. Hey, for dessert they have the chocolate cheesecake.
yeah.
And they have the carrot cake, and they have the chocolate mousse. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? We're in space.
You're in space. I mean, even, Olga's Cantina, as crazy as that service was, not in a good way, they were at least imaginative with drinks
Yes!
and,
Right.
and whatnot. And
Exactly.
Why am I ordering this?
Ronto Roasters,
Ron-
they were at least creative.
Why am I ordering the same crap I can get on the ground?
That's why I
Yeah.
said this is signature dining is what they label it on the website.
So does that mean it's fancy dance dining?
It's supposed to be on the par of all the other signature dining restaurants on property. But before we get ahead,
Okay, sir.
Epic fail, Patina.
so far,
Group.
yeah, but let's get better. Let's talk about dinner only options for
See, every
Star
time you
Course.
say it gets better, that's being you
It
being
gets
sarcastic.
worse.
Yes, I'm being sarcastic.
See,
yes.
so that's funny, though.
boy.
Yes, so these are Star Course options that you can get only at dinner.
Okay, so I'm trying to take my girl and impress her right now. I'm saying, hey, babe, you ever
You're
been
at
to space
220
before?
miles in space.
Yeah, babe.
You're going to eat something you never had before.
Never had before, babe.
What do you think about the free range?
Roasted free range chicken.
I had that on Earth. I can see that now. I would totally lose the girl. You understand? I would totally lose her.
I'm leaving this.
Eli, you know what? You don't want to order the 8-ounce filet mignon. That's what they named it.
It's an 8-ounce filet mignon. So what's the name of it?
That's the name of it.
What?
That's what's on the website. 8-ounce filet mignon.
The name of the space filet mignon is called the 8-ounce filet mignon.
There it is, right there.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
You didn't like that?
No.
no!
Oh, how about this
terrible.
one? Well, you could also order the Florida Red Snapper.
Why would I just eat the red snapper in Florida? Why do I need to go 220 miles above the earth to eat
Exactly.
the red snapper? This is stupid.
All right, well, let's make it a little more interesting. How about you order the slow rotation short rib?
I would eat that.
How about I order the stare at a TV screen and pretend I'm in space steak?
Exactly.
why don't I just order that when we're just breaking illusion?
Yeah.
This is what happens when they lease out these restaurants to other people and they're like, hey, do your thing. And they're like, we'll just call it. Okay, fine, call it that as long as you're paying us to.
Okay.
Well, but why did they name some things with cool names and some not? Like either
I'm
all or
with you.
nothing.
That's true.
It reeks
That's the
of somebody who got like lazy in between.
Got
It's just
tired
like,
with
That's
it all.
all
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's like if you're not going to do it for everything, then just don't do it at all.
Like I would have did it for free. Like just to name something. Just like
You want some help?
Daddy, Just so my daughter, when she has grandkids, like your grandfather's legacy is that he named it ecclesiastical escargot or whatever the hell it is. I mean, I don't
Walrus
care.
lake trout.
As long as I have something. My God.
The fiery comet flatbread steak. I mean, I can come
Okay,
up
well,
with
how about this? This is the last dinner only.
go ahead.
Star
Please.
course.
Go ahead,
Please.
sir.
It's called the X2 duck.
X2
What? Okay, wait.
Okay.
X2 duck.
Not bad.
X2 duck.
X2 duck.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Is it so? It's like a duck that's
Like
twice
the-
the size of a normal duck dish.
Times 2.
Does he have like?
I like that. The times 2 duck.
Is he once, twice, two
Two
times
times
a
a
duck?
You can quack at me 2 times.
I think it's like the X2 rocket, duck, that kind of thing. I think it's based on, but that's it.
Well, I thank you for at least closing with one that was a little. I don't know what makes it X2.
I don't know either.
Is it Duck Square?
I thought it was like
well, I mean, it's roasted and confit crescent duck, so maybe
That
it's two
sounds
different things
square
for the
to
duck.
me.
Yeah.
there you
So,
go.
I'm
Something's
good with
close.
that.
See, that was close to the alien fish thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, that's all you got to do.
Like, yeah, exactly. So that's what they
Thank
have
you
for
for traveling 220 miles above the Earth's surface. We have for you fish sticks.
Right?
Stupid.
You know what? That's not akin into real space where they got to eat the MREs in the spaceship.
The MREs would have made sense.
Well, let me disappoint y'all further. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
You want to pick from that menu real quick or no? What would you
I
get?
could what at lunch? I don't know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like nothing right now is like, oh man, because right now I should be thinking about, oh, I'm going to get this or that or whatever. Like nothing so far is like really jumps out.
I started off like being jealous of you guys. I was like, oh, that's right. They're going to go over there and they're going to experience this and we're not going to be able to see this. Now I'm like, screw you guys. We're going into friggin' miniature kitchen that's going to blow up our pretzel.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to take one for the
Like-
team on this one.
Yes, you
I feel
are.
like I'm just getting a burger at this point. Like that's the only thing. I mean, maybe the flat iron steak, but like to me, like everything I heard, I'm like, oh, just get a burger, I guess.
It's pretty straight run of the mill. I mean, I don't
I mean,
understand
I don't
anything
eat.
unique.
I'm not seafood, so I'm like none of the fish things, come to me at all. So
Maybe your waiter will help sell it a little
Maybe
bit.
so.
That's what I'm.
Right.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think that's what it is, yeah.
That's what I would hope for y'all is that like the theme is really, no pun intended, but really out there, so that you're like, oh, this does look space like, and then you won't worry about what the food is. But yeah, I would imagine that's kind of like the whole experience.
It's
Yeah,
the whole
both,
point of it.
you know?
Well, if you have somebody come to you like, hi, I'm Jeff. What's your order? Like, that's going to suck.
Right.
It's not going to be anything special, and we don't know what that experience is
But
going
if
to be.
you're like, hi, I'm Womack from like the
Klingon from the planet, whatever.
Yeah, the
Right.
special nebula or something
from the
like
Dope
that.
Lip Galaxy.
Yeah. Before we offer any other thoughts, let me disappoint you with the dessert menu. Right.
Oh,
Oh,
please
good
disappoint me
Lord.
some
So if
more.
you
That's
remem-
what I need before I go on a trip.
So you remember the Supernova Sweets is the only third option at dinner.
Yes.
You can only get this at dinner. And it's funny that Danny was rattling off desserts earlier because I'm going to just rattle them all off.
Okay.
Because, Danny basically just mentioned a few of them.
Get the hell out of here.
He was making that up. He's being goofy.
Well, let me
He was
tell
being
you,
goofy, right?
Let me tell
I
you
was
what.
just, I whatever came to my head.
See, he's being goofy.
Well, Eli, why don't you read it then? You tell me.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, what do you see? This is the dessert menu. And the title is exactly it, so I know I'm not making it up.
Carrot cake, sticky toffee pudding cake,
Yep.
Did I say that?
Nope.
chocolate cheesecake.
You said that one.
I said cheesecake. I said chocolate mousse.
Yeah, there's gelato and sorbet
Yep.
and
And
lemon mousse.
that's it. That's the titles.
Oh, good Lord. I feel like they've missed the bar a little bit on this one. They were like,
It's
hey,
the bar.
they concentrated so much in the idea of like, we're going to make you feel like you're in space, and they gave you a regular menu.
Well, I think they're counting on the freaking atmosphere to sell it. But it's
You mean
like,
the TVs?
yeah, the TVs,
Yes.
and I guess the futuristic or space-looking dining room table.
Because in space, no one can hear you complain.
Yeah, or scream.
No one gonna see you tip either.
They're bringing back the hydrolators. Yeah. If you notice, it's like the titles of the categories are more interesting than some of the food group options.
Yeah,
Oh, the
you know?
liftoffs and the
Star-
and the
Stargaze.
Star Lords and the
Yeah.
yeah, the rocket raccoons. Yeah,
The
that,
shingles.
Star Course, yeah.
that was a good start off point. I'm with you.
But that's the prefix meals, and then they have what they call supplemental stuff you can buy for an extra charge on top of this.
They're called the
Oh.
shingles.
No,
Right?
not the shingles. Well, you can order extra sides, and they're called satellite sides.
Satellite side.
Isn't that
okay.
cute? Yeah.
Wow, they really try to throw him out at first on that one.
Wait, I'm going to take a guess at one of them.
All right, so just a brief preface, these are sides that are available both at lunch and dinner.
Okay,
Go I was going to take a guess.
One
Take a guess.
of his mixed vegetables.
What is mac and cheese?
No, it's not, actually.
Molecular mac and cheese.
That's too interesting.
Oh, good.
You got too creative. We can't get creative with this. Think more basic.
Okay, what? Come on, you got potatoes,
French fries.
They have roasted fingerling potatoes. They have fried potato wedges.
Oh,
And that's how they name it.
fried potato wedges.
And what else?
Mixed vegetables.
No mixed vegetables.
No mixed vegetables.
Nope.
A squash?
No squash.
No squash?
Okay, wait.
These are for extra charge. too.
Spinach?
Then this is something you must really want to eat. That you
gotta
No,
want
have
no
some-
spinach. No
no-
spinach. There are greens, but it's not what we've mentioned
a
yet.
side.
Oh, there's-
a side of a smaller piece of meat.
No, nothing inside of a smaller piece of meat. But there are greens, but we haven't mentioned it yet.
What is the most boring?
Toast.
Is there toast?
No toast.
Damn.
No
That was a
toast
good
for you.
guess.
Yeah, I thought
That was a
so.
good one, though.
Oh, wow, that was good.
Okay, noodles,
No noodles.
Mixed mushrooms.
No,
corn,
it's just purely green. Nope.
Oh, that's a
green,
good one.
green. It's green.
Oh,
broccoli,
it's green?
There's broccolini. So that's the third one.
extra cheese.
Cosmic kale.
No kale.
Oh, that was a good one.
I like that with the cosmic.
This is something that I like. It's green.
Okay, can we say that on air?
Little balls of stuff. Yes, you can. See it.
Little what
Oh,
stuff?
asparagus?
No.
Not asparagus. Brussels
Oh,
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. That's it.
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Those are your satellite sides. No.
That is the
interesting
food
names.
like no one wants to eat as a kid, let alone on your vacation. Maybe if I'm 95, I'll eat that.
Well, what's better? It's an add-on. If you want to pay extra for it, you can get one of those things.
Thank you for making me not want to go to this restaurant now.
There's more. There's more.
It's more. Oh, my God.
Because they have something called Space Station Supplemental, which is extra food stuff that you can get in addition to your Star Course.
On a space station or in regular life?
Well, let me just say this because I know Eli already brought it up earlier, but if you wanted a 24-ounce bone-in ribeye,
Yeah, okay.
that's something you could pay extra for as your supplemental at dinner.
Okay.
If the stuff that you ordered for the Star Course is not enough.
You mean, wait a second, they got a 24-ounce ribeye bone in as a side dish?
As a supplemental dish.
No,
to
no,
the Star
you could
Course. Yes.
supersize your steak, I think he's saying.
That's, what?
Well, you can order the 8-ounce filet mignon and this 24-ounce bone-in ribeye.
Why
Wait a
isn't the
minute.
24-ounce ribeye part of the menu then?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you could replace it, maybe, but
That's
That
not
sounds
the,
more realistic.
That's the star of the show. That's like, I don't know, Galaxy's Edge steak.
well, they
I
want you
don't
to
know.
they want you to pay for it. It's $18 if you want to get this in addition to your $79 you already paid
What?
for the prefix dinner.
This is terrible. I'll wait. Let me back up before I say this is terrible.
So I mentioned for dinner the supplemental. You have the 24-ounce, 8-ounce ribeye, bone-in ribeye that you can get, or you can get the 1.5 pound baked whole lobster stuffed with jumbo crab. For
Oh, so I was right about the
$20.
stuffed crab.
Yes, you're right about the stuffed crab. Yes, you can get that as a supplemental.
With the lobster?
It's lobster with the jumbo crab
Dang.
stuff with it. Yeah, that's the
Damn.
supplemental meal.
Wow.
That you can get and pay extra if you want that.
How much is that one? That's like
That
gotta
one's
be like,
$20.
Wow, that's not bad.
Well, it's a 1.5 lobster. It's not really that big.
I thought you were going for 36. That's what I thought they were going with.
No, yeah, well, I mean, they got it
Price
to 20.
wise, yeah, that's the only thing that's not
That's
bad.
not bad.
That's $79 plus 20.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
Oh,
you
that's
get that.
bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at lunch, if you want a supplemental, the only option you have is what they call the Galactic Lobster Globe.
Globe.
Yeah, for $18.
The globe.
Yeah, it's
A
basically
galactic. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's intriguing. What is a galactic lobster globe?
They describe it as a Maine lobster salad. That's how they describe it.
Wait, whoa. The lobster globe is a salad?
Yep, the Galactic Lobster Globe is a salad.
But it's presented in a globe.
Yeah,
With
I saw a picture.
greens?
Well, I'll read. It's a lobster salad. It has, of course, lobster, quinoa, bulgur wheat, avocado, lettuce, mango, citrus dressing, crispy wonton, and it's supplemental to the prefix menu.
There you go, talking that man with your hamburger again. I don't know what any of that means.
God.
But it's served in a globe. At least the presentation is cool.
Yeah, but
I'll give you that.
But it's $55 plus the $18.
That is not
Screw
cool.
you.
Is that worth it for to have that presentation?
No, it is not. That gets X30 tip.
You got me wanting to sleep through that alarm on Monday. I'll tell you that. man.
I
Like,
could not
5
agree
o'clock in the
more.
morning, I got to get up to do this.
I know,
I mean,
right? Isn't that
this-
crazy?
This is terrible.
The second last thing I'll mention is this. They have a lounge where they have a bar. You can get some stuff, of course, any of the kind of drinks that they serve. But you can also get, I guess, what they call flight bites, which is, I guess, they're small plates.
Okay.
They're small plate stuff. Yeah, so these are all for extra cost as well. Now, you can order them separately at the lounge, or if you want to order them including to your prefix meal, you can pay these extra prices and get these things. One of the things on the Flight Bites menu is the Blue Moon Cauliflower, so that's something you can get as a lift-off in the meal. So you get the cauliflower. You have to call back to that.
Ooh.
Everything else is a little bit different. First of all, I'll start with the most boring stuff and then go with the things that they actually
This is the
created
most
names.
boring?
You mean before it was interesting, now we're getting boring? Okay.
No, I never implied that. This is going to be more boring.
Oh, okay.
Mixed vegetables on a hot plate.
No, but how about a New England lobster roll?
Oh, it's sushi now.
No, it's a lobster. Well, not a lobster.
I'm sorry.
It's basically like in Columbia House. In a sandwich bread.
Oh, kind of
roll,
sandwich. It's actually
Yeah.
like a hoagie.
They call it a
hoagie.
lobster roll. It's not sushi. It's not a roll like we know. The lobster roll thing, if you're curious, is $34 extra if you want to get
$34 for.
If you buy it straight up at the lounge or if you buy it in addition to your prefix menu. Everything else is cheaper from that. But you have the short rib sliders, the chicken on waffles, the starry calamari.
Chicken and waffles in space.
Wait, short rib sliders? Like
This is where the Muppets come out, and then and Gonzo's like, "Why are you eating the chicken and the waffles? Oh my god! Oh yeah!"
Chicken and waffles.
Space waffles.
Yep.
So stupid.
And
Wow.
wait, no, I'm gonna end with they got Astro deviled eggs.
Oh, I'm done. That's it.
That is
Call
the
it.
worst taste to leave.
Can we just move on? Thank you for listening.
I know.
To the Magic Always.
No,
Podcast.
Kevin has to state his opinion on this.
I mean, honestly, I think the kids menu titles are a little bit more interesting than the adult menu courses that they have.
Okay.
All right. Do we get a coloring sheet with our entree?
I hope so. I
All
hope
right.
you get something.
Let's preface this now before you go down this road. The kids menu doesn't even sound remotely creative.
More so, I think, than the. It's hard to say. It's
No, it's
more
not.
so. By a skosh. I don't want to say it's totally creative. It's by a skosh more creative. All right, so we got lunch for the kids is $29 prefix.
$29.
Yep, it's 3 courses. So you got your main course, your dessert, and a beverage.
Is that what it's called? Because I believe this.
Yes, it's called. Well, they use Star Course Supernova Sweets, and for the drink they call it celestial beverages. That's what they call the beverages for the kids.
I like this. Like it's just called food and dessert.
Yeah,
I believe it.
For your main course, we have food.
and the price is the same at lunch or dinner for the kids. So it's $29. It's $29 regardless of when you go to lunch for dinner for the kids. These are the ones that you can get both at lunch and dinner. You have the Space Getty.
Oh God.
That's a little. He's right. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit
but
better.
still kind of
It's
corny.
not better. It's
And for a kid,
That's what I mean by it's better by a skosh, only because they use corny
that's,
stuff.
That's worse.
They have
That's catchy.
They have galactic salmon.
Because salmon are plentiful in the galaxy.
That's right.
Yes.
Galactic and cosmic chicken. And you have mission macaroni.
That's what I think of when I'm on a mission. Is macaroni.
It sounds like a school cafeteria that did Space Day.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Like the lunch lady just went galactically crazy there. Oh, we're gonna have nebular nuggets.
Ooh. She went to a sci-fi cut. I'm inspired. I know what I want to do for the menu now.
Milky Way meatloaf.
Got it down.
Meteor loaf.
Even the Force couldn't move this menu to something better.
That is awful.
No, it gets worse.
It's still going.
It's still going. So for dinner, you can get the only thing you can get at dinner is a steak and space fries.
Steak in space.
And then at lunch, you can only get the smashed burger.
Okay.
Smash Burger. We have a Smash Burger chain around
We
here.
do. Yeah, I don't
What
understand
makes
why.
them is that actually Smash Burger, or is Smash supposed to be some space kind of thing?
Like the ships just collided when
I
they
guess
heard
it-
the menu.
I guess I just ran out of we should call it the Space Burger. Yeah, but we've already used space
So many times we used to space.
What do we just call it a burger?
We've already done the greens. We can't just keep saying space all the time. Asteroid smash?
Hulk smash.
That's a genius.
Yeah, it's just a burger, American cheese, and space fries.
Disney, like, or Patina Group, we really, like, just let us name something. Like, we would do that for free.
We would contract out, sponsor us.
No, I would totally do that for
sponsor.
free. I would come
Just
up
for help.
with a better names than that. That's god awful.
Yeah, well, there's one last thing that I'll mention, and I think this is probably the more creative of the stuff that they have.
It's like
sir.
solar flare fries or something.
No, it's what they call the zero proof cocktails, which is basically alcohol free cocktails.
Now you have my attention.
Yes, so these are they're alcohol free.
Oh wait, what?
They're alcohol free cocktails, and I mean they have regular alcohol stuff that you can get, but these are special cocktails, I guess virgin cocktails you can get that the kids can get, you can get if you want. First thing they got is what they call moon rocks.
Do you put them in your mouth and they pop?
It's a drink. It's made out of coconut, blue cotton candy syrup, lemonade, moon dust, moon rocks.
Oh.
And it's served in a special Space 220 collectible cup.
Hey, you'll get space diabetes. That sounds great.
Yes.
Well, at least they're getting the collectible cup aspect of theming in there.
That's
Yeah.
true. Does the cup look cool? Does that
Yeah.
look futuristic?
I haven't
we have
seen
a-
the cup yet, but I know it's $3 extra if you want to get the kids want to get their drinks in the
Can I tell you something?
collectible
Now Kirk wants to go.
cup. the moon
Like,
rocks?
we had totally turned.
Oh, for the
Kirk- no,
collectible cup.
club.
Yeah. Collectible.
Yes, Kirk wants to go.
They have something called the Lightyear Lemonade.
Oh, because
That's catchy.
it's lemonade from infinity and beyond.
Yeah, it's basically lemonade, butterfly pea tea, and mint.
Butterfly peed in my tea. What?
I don't have no idea what butterfly pea tea is.
That means a butterfly peed in your tea.
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
PEAT.
Wow.
You know, you put
That's the butterfly effect.
Also served in a souvenir cup. And the last thing that I'm sure a lot of Disney people are going to be like, oh my God, I got to try this. It's called the Milky Way.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
Yeah, the Milky Way, it's chilled espresso, spiced brown sugar syrup, caramel, cream, and a Milky Way.
That is the wait. What?
And a Milky Way, like
Wait,
a
the
melted
candy
candy,
bar?
bar?
That's what I assume. It doesn't say anything else.
Oh man, you
Other
had
than
me
that.
until they just ripped. They took a candy bar and
And
they
just
threw
shoved it in there.
Like, wait,
Stick
what?
it in there!
They had a nice sounding coffee drink and they just threw a candy bar in there.
A melted candy bar, right?
In space?
I don't know if it's melted or not. They didn't really. I envision it as like a garnish.
Oh, like one of them look like
Yeah,
an
like you got a
umbrella.
little Milky Way, like a fun
They
size. You just shove it in it or
shaved
something.
a-
I don't know.
No,
Shave
they
the
just
Milky
stuck
Way?
the candy bar up in there, and then that's kind
I
of
was-
cool. They
I was
take
into that.
shavings and they put it on the top. That's
I mean, it sounded
Milky
good.
Way, coffee, drink. I'm like, I'm all into it. And they're like, yeah, we just shoved a Milky Way in
maybe
your-
they cut it up or something into chunks or something. Maybe like that. I hope. You know,
I don't know. I'm trying to find a picture on Disney Food, but I don't think they took a picture of that. So I have no idea what that drink entails. I know it's a non-alcoholic too.
I have a theory about the adult half of the menu and then versus this kids menu. Maybe they figured since this was a signature highbrow kind of thing, they were like,
That's what they label it.
no adult would get into these kiddie themes and terms, so therefore we don't have to try. We'll just label it directly what it is because we're figuring it. The only people that'll come here are going to be like well-to-do adults, and they don't have that type of imagination to go to a theme park and pick a place that's a restaurant going into space.
Well, the idea of Oga's Cantina, where adults are walking in there and paying $20 per beverage
Yeah.
for these unique cocktails that you can only get there. I mean, that in and of itself should tell you that, yeah, if we did like a space-themed restaurant and gave them flavors that they could, like we did the whole thing on what they're doing on the cruise ships. With Star Wars, it sounds way better than this.
Yeah.
No,
Where it's
absolutely, yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna make it seem like this is something like we're gonna make it sound like you're eating an Ewok. But it's like, no, you're not eating an Ewok. But I mean, it's like they're gonna spice something or do something to make it seem like you're eating something that can only
Unusual.
be found on another world. You know, it's like the you never saw that movie, The Freshman, with Matthew Broderick and Marlon Brando. And it's like you're eating a Komodo dragon. And it's like, no, they're really eating like tiger fish from like wherever the hell. Remember that? Yeah, like it was a scam. It was like you're eating an endangered species, but they never killed the endangered species and fed them. They just fed them like something exotic that they treated as if it was
The
the real thing. Yeah. That's what they should have done here.
I don't get the overall, like, I guess it's a piggyback, because it's like, you can maybe make the argument and say, oh, well, it's Olga's Cantina would cater to people that only like Star Wars because it's, it's Outback 2 or whatnot. But if I'm like a businessman and then I come up and I'm able to convince Disney to pay me money to say I'm making a space restaurant, the first thing I'm doing is saying what space things are out there.
Yeah.
And then if Olga's Cantina is the only thing or whatever that they have out there, Ronta or whatever, and they're like, all right, that's selling, you go out there, bring me the menu or whatever. You know what I mean? And then I'm trying to copy that because my thought is that, all right, those people want to do that. I mean, they have to understand, Restaurant Associates sounds like they do like this nice kind of mid-level dining, fine dining kind of thing in other places. But they're in a theme park. And then they picked the most far-out theme you could have for a restaurant. So I don't, I can see that they're like, oh, no, we want adults that understand what they're eating. But at the same time, you also are catering to adults that chose to get away from reality. I don't think it's a...
Well, that's the thing. No, I totally agree with you, Eli. And that goes along with my thoughts about this, is that right off the bat, there's nothing that's appealing me to make me want to make a reservation. There's no dish on there that makes me like, I have to go try that. Because I can probably get each and every one of these things in another place. I mean, it's an Epcot Center. I can go to World Showcase and get something better than this. I'm sure it's going to be fine, whatever. But it's like, there's nothing unique to this restaurant. And I think what happened is that there's a business person at Disney that got involved and says, we have to make this marketable, we'll make sure it makes money. So it couldn't get as creative as it could have been. And so maybe they dumbed it down, whatever the menu is, and they're relying solely on the experience. I mean, the food is secondary to the atmosphere and the experience of getting to the dang restaurant.
You know what this is like to me? This is very T-Rex Cafe-ish. Where you like
nice package kind of thing. Yeah,
it's like, oh, you got the Megasaurus burger and the prehistoric pasta, where they're just using words, but it's still the same old crap you get anywhere else. It doesn't mean anything. And then when they got to get complicated, it's like, yeah, well, this is a Paleozoic chicken sandwich. It's like they just throw words in there. And it's safe, but it's still a chicken sandwich. It's still a hamburger. It's still spinach dip or whatever the hell it is. It's like you're not even going out of your way to sell me on the idea that I'm having a unique dining experience with food that I can only get here.
And it's signature dining. They listed as signature dining.
Yes.
And to really kind of put a real good stamp on it, I mean, I don't watch Food Network a lot. But I dated a girl once who actually competed on one of those like cake shows where you got to craft a cake and the cake looks like something real and all that other stuff. My point is that they're well enough culinary artists and experts that can like take the menu and then they say, all right, if that's what the theme is, I'm sure someone could create something like, again, out of this world if you gave them the chance to do it. So it is not just a chicken sandwich with fries and, Caligula and Caligula and all that stuff in there. I mean, I think they need to give these cooks like a chance to say, hey, look, we're going to experiment. Boom, here's this wild thing. Because you're saying it's in space, I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
Yeah, let me read to you the T-Rex restaurant offerings real quick. You have the fire-roasted rotisserie chicken.
Whoa!
The Boneyard Buffet, the Triassic Trio, the Tuscan Chicken, the Meso Bones, the New York Strip.
Bones.
Yeah, that sounds very not appealing, but it's basically ribs. The Meso Bones, the New York Strip, and the meatloaf. They apply it when it fits, and then they're like, screw it. They won't know what this is. Let's just call it what it is. It's lazy. This is not theming.
Yeah, and those restaurants,
not theming at
T-Rex
all.
and Rainforest are owned by the same company, which is Landry's. So if you've seen that. But just to kind of compare this real quick, just to remind y'all what the signature dining restaurants are classified at Disney World. These are some of the ones. We got the Boathouse is classified as signature dining, California Grill, the Hollywood Brown Derby, Victoria and Albert's, the Yachtsman Steakhouse, and Space 220.
And this crap.
Does this even deserve to be, based upon what I just read to you, the menu-wise, and some of the descriptions? And in fact, if I read the names, chances are there's not much to the descriptions. does this restaurant deserve to be on the same level as the other signature restaurants?
Not only does it not deserve to be on the same level, it makes me curious to find out whether or not the presentation is even going to be as good as when you go on the cruise ship and you're eating in the Star Wars style restaurant. That's a
Great
cruise
point.
ship, but I mean what do they call it? The Halcyon.
Halcyon.
When you get in the Star Wars
Hotel,
thing. This makes me nervous that if you're going to shortchange the menu, what the hell are you going to do with the effects? Like, am I really going to feel like I'm in space? Or am I really going to feel like I'm just staring at a TV?
I was going to ask that same question, but I know I was like, maybe that takes it way off topic to ask like what the scenery is. But yeah, that's
it's
a great
valid
point.
now, yeah, because
It's a valid concern, yeah.
Because that's part of my thing is I think that's the only thing they're relying on is that part of the experience.
Because you're right. I mean, like if you're basically competing against Star Wars. I mean, right? Like let's just say you could really sneak by and get some nice extra cash. You don't have to work as hard because the property's doing its job. But yeah, at least gotta try. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta try. But signature, no, I don't. I think if all right, let's say in the bizarre world, I am Eli extremely rich, gracious the third. And I don't really care about what the imagination of stuff is, okay? I want to just go ahead and I want to order what I like and do what I want, blah, blah, blah. The main thing is with that menu is that I'm, again, upset about, besides the steak thing, is like the dishes that would make that place sound really signature, they're all the supplemental stuff. It's like, man, that's like a too obvious of a cash grab. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to a restaurant, and you're like, okay, sometimes you're like, I don't need something really heavy. I just want, a pasta. I just want a salad with a side of this. Like, but there's some days for me, it's a Friday or just a day I just had a bad day. And I know I want a meal that is going to just fix that. If I have to order a dish but the dish I really want is a side dish, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
You have to pay an extra for it.
But I have to, yes. And I have to pay this exorbitant amount for the dish I don't want so that I can get a side dish that is really the main dish. That's just like a shell game to me with food. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, fast forward, I don't know, a year. This sounds like the kind of restaurant you can get in a reservation for whenever you want. Like Coral Reef would be harder to get into still. Blanking on the name of the French restaurant.
Le Cellier?
Not Cellier,
Chefs de France.
There you go, Chefs de France.
Chefs de
So
France.
it just sounds to me like this is going to be a very easy restaurant to get into in about a year once the novelty wears off. People's like,
I totally
just-
could see that.
yeah, this is overpriced food for a gimmick. I hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong.
There is nothing about this presentation, the pictures I saw online, the menus I read online,
Right.
nothing about this that says signature at all.
I agree.
Signature number one should be like, I wonder if I can wear a T-shirt to get in here. Okay, so if you question that, if you think twice about wearing a T-shirt to get into the restaurant, then it's probably a signature restaurant. Dude, I'm here in my I just jumped out of the pool. I'm in my wet bathing suit going in this place.
Tell him sexy.
I don't care.
It's cold in space.
Yeah.
Shrinkage.
I don't even think this is going to be a decent regular restaurant.
I agree.
Forget signature. Like, this to me is the Chili's of Epcot.
Damn.
I mean, first of all, you have no idea like what you're even trying to do here. Like, if I go to Narcoossee's, I understand the theme. If I go to Tutu Italia, I understand the theme. Now, space doesn't have a theme per se because we don't eat in space, so we don't know what that would exist of. But it certainly doesn't exist of burgers and
free-range chicken.
Free-range chicken, okay? So, number one, you are crazy if you think this is a signature restaurant. And yeah, I think you're exactly right, Danny. Like, this needs to be a regular-ass restaurant. Mm-hmm. And then, even then, I think this is going to be the Nine Dragons of Epcot. Like, no one cares about it other than going in space. I'm so disappointed. This is really heartbreaking, this particular restaurant. And I just want eventually this is going to become takeover by Muppets, and it's going to be called Pigs in Space Barbecue, and we're just done with it.
That'd be perfect.
Just freaking
Love it.
destroy it and start over. And I haven't even been here yet. God, I don't even know why I'm getting so upset about this.
Have a side of Captain Frog Legs.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna piss off Lee Lastavica, you're gonna do it
It's
with
gonna
food.
be about food.
Chili's though.
Jeez,
Yo, Chili's is
that was
he
good.
said that like, dang, like if that was a rap battle, they got
came out.
slaughtered. Yeah.
You saw that?
I was like,
Look, but that's a great idea. It's like have the Muppets spoof this restaurant, and you take an elevator that only takes you to the second floor insteed of 220 miles up.
you know what? Yeah.
We're gonna go to the second floor.
220 feet.
Yeah, that's perfect.
220 feet. I
Two and a
like
half
it.
stories.
That would be perfect as a Muppet spoof restaurant.
And then people, and then
God.
like like someone's like a cow serves you a steak, and they're like, why enjoy my cousin or whatever the joke said.
Enjoy my cousin.
Yeah, something that they put in there. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like there's no like hopefully
You order
if
the free range chicken, and one of Gonzo's chickens comes out and just looks at you.
They're just looking like what? Yeah.
You get all self conscious.
I can, see, now there is your thing, right? Because now you might have an ordinary menu, but you have an extraordinary experience.
Exactly.
And this, again, now, maybe we'll do a follow-up once you guys are going to eat here or no?
They're gonna
Man, I don't want to eat here now. I don't even want to
Well, now
do
you
it.
got
I feel
you gotta
obligated.
eat here.
We got to take one
I'm
for the team.
obligated.
I just want to say for the sake of curiosity on my part, I want to hear if this thing is like Chili's. Like that that you said, I don't want to know.
Okay, well, I think we got to take one for the team, Lee. So hopefully we can get in and just at least confirm everything that we're guessing. on this
Yes,
part.
because I'm curious. Maybe once you get in there, not that you know the menu, but maybe like the ambiance is like just
is enough to
it's
overpower
awesome.
the food options.
Maybe
I'm just waiting for them to say, hey, try our Astro apps.
something. Yeah, I'm
They're
just
delicious.
go ahead, have our
Locals are coming like, yeah. You don't even
have our common potato skins.
forget the elevator. Just walk us through whatever the stupid thing he is. We don't
I
need
mean, maybe they do like this really cool thing going on because, like let's say, like Ohana, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ohana is like essentially like a buffet style restaurant, but the thing is, you get a whole like Polynesian experience.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you got like you got this food and the food's coming, like you got people playing, you got people dancing. So there's other things to take over your senses outside of you just sitting down there and just eating the next leg of lamb that's coming.
Right.
So maybe if they give you that level of experience, that might alter things. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. But,
That's good.
They would have put that in the description of the restaurant. They would have already told you that the selling point of eating here is that, the interaction with the cast member and this, that, and that. They would have already told us that. They didn't even mention it, so it's not going to be there. But, God, I hate to be so negative on something I haven't experienced yet.
Well, you got to eat that now. You guys got to eat that now for the sake of the show.
Yeah, I'll see what's up.
All right.
But that's I've been waiting for so long for this menu to come out, and there's a reason why it's taken so long. And as I mentioned, we will take one for the team. Although something's telling me that maybe we should just book 9 Dragons, Lee, and just call it a day. But we have to experience it, and give our honest, confirmed opinion on it. Believe me, I think the most interesting thing is going to be the elevator ride, just because it's going to remind me of the hydrolators.
Yeah.
It's the exact same setup.
That's cool.
Or hydrolators, or maybe even what's the one before it became Alien Encounter, the Mission to Mars.
Yeah.
The same kind of setup where you got a screen up below, screen up top,
Yep.
and you're shaking a little bit. But that's Space 220's menu, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about this menu, and we're about to tell you how to do that and get in touch with us to share your opinions in just a little bit. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that episode of the Magic Our Way podcast. MagicOurWay.com is the way to go. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Also, if you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions, you can do so through the following ways. You can shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can call or send us a text message. Yes, I did say text message at 1-815-MOWEEKEN. That is 1-815...
Space 220 let down.
669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of guys do things outside the podcast. First of all, we got Eli does things with comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up? Eli Ivory. What a great name. Eli Ivory, comic guru. I'm here to talk about you. I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out. The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics, Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com, comic book guru, Eli Ivory, the whole package. Deadpool said to. Do it. ivorycomics.com right now. Liefeld out.
Yes, thank you, Rob, for that. And of course, I am now inspired by this episode, so I'm going to make a new comic called iPad Man.
Do it. iPad Man.
iPad Man. He deals with the mob and puts people on trips. It's crazy. Yes, of course, you can always check out the stuff that's on the Ivory Comics website, such as Rob stated. Of course, there's a link to this podcast, so you never miss an episode. It's like Captain America just throwing the shield, hitting 20 Hydra agents. It's going to come right back to you, baby. That's synergy. You never miss a laugh. You never miss an opinion. You get all that good stuff. So check that out, ivorycomics.com.
Do it.
Facebook, right there. Eli H. Ivory. As long as you're a real person, how you doing? But if you're a bot, get on out of here. I got some mid shoes for you. I don't know you over there. I saw you chasing Lynn. I know you're fake. Don't try to play my heart like that, okay? Get out of here. You right? Exactly. So Project Geisha has a Facebook page. You can check that out. Facebook.com/Project Geisha. Get that love in there as well. Instagram, I'm right there too. EIV504. And of course, on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, you're just bringing me the gladness. Do it. Thank you very much.
And look, if you want to book a vacation to Walt Disney World and book yourself a reservation at Space 220, you can do so through Lee of Magical Moments Vacations. Lee, tell them how to do this.
Just give me a call, 832-431-1621. That's
832. I don't know why you would.
832 Carletto's Way.
Very nicely done.
832-CRLTOWAY. Email me at lee@magicourway.com. On Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Lastovica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. On Instagram, you got a friend in Lee Travel. And on TikTok, you got a friend in Lee. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no.
25th ranked Davika.
Nice.
That's good.
Good one.
Nice.
In addition, guys, there's so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on our website, magicourway.com. Any way in which you can support the show, like Patreon, is deeply appreciated. Also want to take a second and thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome in the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. Summer weekends, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
I have every intention of eating those bananas for breakfast, but I still somehow end up with tacos.
Base to Italia.
That's a good one.
I like that.